One, one, two, two. Checking mic. Hello, hello. Can you hear me, guys? Arato is trolling. Thank you, my dear friend. Hi, Luminary. Hi, Hale. Hi, Koval. Hale, you fucking troll. I'm blind. Hi, Halixian. Alex the God himself. Time you can hear me? Nice. That means I'm not drunk yet. At least not in blackout state. Hi, Apsy. Damn, Apsy, you didn't join again, you fucking... Yeah, man, I'm fucking... I don't understand the icon. You can be blind or you can not hear anything. You can choose. Anyway, I will give people the extra 5 minutes to get check-in. Before I will join Discord call with... So it will be me, Alex and Gibbons. So there will be 3 of us. I just wanna try the format with more people, so we can have more people in commentary. Because lately a lot of people ask me if they wanna join. Yeah, I know it's a lot, I just wanna try it. Because Gibbons, whatever, takes the most commentary of himself. Me and Alex will be just a background seaters there. Try 0 next time? Damn. That's rude. I will just ask you, Arata, next time. You're gonna join me and you're gonna talk like with the never-ending story of GX Lumina tournament that never ended. So... Hi Milky, I'm a big fan. A big fan of Milky Power. He said he is there, so I'm gonna check him out. Anyway, the current copy. Anyway, hello guys! You see the fucking cat opening his mouth? It's only when I speak. Look. Don, hello. I'm a fucking cat right now with Chinese gang here. Chinese gang, man. Oh, wait. Now should be okay. Yo, Chinese gang, man, there is 3 of us now. So we gaming now, there is like 3 of us and only I'm the animated. So only I can make it for myself. Anyway, we have 2 minutes to let people check in. And we're gonna still wait. I'm just gonna ping. Okay, then let's see one more time. Is it working even? I guess you can see it already. So, 1 minute. 1 minute, brothers. If it sadly happened that Gibbons not will be there, I will be sad. True, Koval, true. He never skips until he skips. But he have a concert of My Chemical Romance, so mwah, really good. Is music too loud? It can happen, it's too loud. I can just lower it a bit more. Okay, so still 1 minute. Still. Arato with bad music. Arato, don't talk about music, man. You actually, in the tournament, he was playing the same fucking sound, looped with a Japanese fucking chick talking in the background. Fucking Onisan, Onichan, or whatever was it. Ohayo gozaimasu, motherfuckers. But it's night, so it's konbanwa. You did. You did play music, I heard it. Fucking gacha songs. Anyway, it's 5 minutes late. Mateo out. Who is there? Blizzard out. RA9 didn't check in. Out. P99 out. So I'm not gonna do it like that. I need to check. Hale cannot play it for this game for sure. This look decent, but I wanna change this one. And I think we're gonna do, like, this is a good one. I like this one. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, I'm joining chat now.
Hello. Damn. Right. Yo.
I got pinged. What's up? Oh, I don't know. I haven't clicked on. I just got back from making dinner. Give me a sec. It's when does it start? 7. So it's at 7:07. So we're 7 minutes over. So we should get started soon. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch anything. So we'll see if challenge fucks with you again.
You should refresh it beforehand. You should refresh the bracket after you start it.
Oh.
Seat. And it should be start now. Nothing should be able to change. And start the tournament. It's loading. It's fucking loading. It's still fucking loading.
The tension.
Yeah, the tension. Oh, here we go. And we're in. Ooh, it didn't fucked up. So, who do you wanna watch today? We have Ranketsu versus nobody. I think Ranketsu played last time and he is like the Akiha or Aoko player, I can't remember really.
I'm pretty sure he plays F-Baki.
Not gonna lie, I wanna redeem last time when I fucked up watching Koval and the bracket did dirty to him. I wanna let him actually watch his game now. Because this time it will not fucked up. So I wanna give him another chance. So, if you can call Luminary and Koval on stream, the rest of round 1 gonna play off stream.
Right, so I'll mute myself now.
I mean, yeah, you can mute yourself, sure. Can you ping someone?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, nice.
Alright, game is called out and callouts.
Nice.
Oh shit, that's right. I need to open up my actual multicaster. Let's see, where is it? It's been so long and I moved shit around a bunch. Here it is.
Koval is playing a lot of Hale lately.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's been playing H-Len. He's really been loving the H-Len.
Yes,
I guess I wonder if we're gonna see that or is F9.
Yeah, it's gonna be F9 or a fucking half Miyako or whatever he was playing last time.
No,
And
I think he did. He did pick that, but I don't know. I don't know if he really actually lives that character at all.
I think it was just a meme pick for a newcomer man.
But, all right, so I'm just keep refreshing until they get in.
True, same.
Yeah, I tried to play Melty like a week ago or something. It was like 2 a.m. and nobody was playing King of Fighters, so I was like, all right, well, I want to play something.
Oh man,
I got a couple beers, I want to play something. So I get on Melty Blood and I'm like, oh, I know, I'll play like F-Tono, because even though I fucking hate playing that boring ass character, I'm like, I'll play F-Tono because his air dashes aren't they're short, so I can simulate hops like I'm playing King of Fighters. I can just air dash around and protect space with JC, and you totally can't do that. You totally can't. I thought I could, and it's like, wait a minute, no, this doesn't work. If people just run at you, like, fucking die. I mean, I'm sure there's a time and place for it naturally, but yeah, fucking. So I had to actually play Tono, and like, I was playing against an FCL. I kept jumping into her, and then fucking. Alright, so Koval and P1. I kept jumping into her and getting like clashing with their dumb shit, the stupid fucking flash frame she's got in her 5C. And in my like 2 in the morning, fucking like intoxicated state, I was like, I should stop jumping into that. And then the first thing I do is jump again. And every time I jumped in, I'm like, yeah, I should stop jumping into that. Oh, man. Yeah, you could just sweep it. You could just fucking sweep that move. It's only got Clash on the upper body. So it's like, I don't know why I had such trouble dealing with it. I'm retarded.
Now we're moving. Chat C game, I guess.
I think Koval might restart the game.
Milky. Chat can see the game. I guess chat can see the game this time.
They're not gonna restart? I asked Koval if they could restart. He didn't say anything. In matchmaking, he said, Koval, can we restart? He changed the delay and forgot to turn it off. It looks like, yeah, okay, there's a restart.
Watch out the beautiful art of Whiteland now.
Alright, so Koval probably is going to be playing the H-Len. From what I've heard, H-Len gets a lot of shit in the US side of the server. I don't know why. I don't know why they hate H-Lens. They hate Len in general. Apparently, a lot of people hate like just F-Len as well over there. Of all the characters you can hate in fucking Melty Blood, why Len? Like, yeah, okay. Len's got some fucked up shit. Her like J2C is pretty annoying. It's got no landing recovery, which is insane. Like basically, H-Len can be like an F-Moon character because she can just do J2C and like, what are you gonna do about it? Hits on both sides, so you can't really out-position her. Like a lot of times in Melty Blood, if people jump around a lot, it's really, and you have a character with a run, not like a dash. You want to be able to run behind them because getting behind someone puts you in a position where you can hit them and they can't hit you, and that's a good position to be in, of course. That is like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like distinct, I guess. Like you have outpositioned someone, kind of scenario. But when you're playing against a character who had normals that hit on both sides, like F Vyaki and the Lens, you can't really do that. You have to play a lot differently when you can't get under them and then outposition them so easily. So I guess that's one of the reasons why they hate her a lot, because it's like she's basically got a full button that gives her that. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Of all the characters you can commit hate to in Melty Blood, like why the fuck like Len of all characters? Like Hime exists, like Roa exists, Nero exists, Kohaku exists, F Vyaki exists, and they're like, no, Len, that's the character we're mad at. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of characters I'm not. Oh, Koval and P2 this side looks like. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of characters that aren't very high tier that I don't like fighting either. Like, I hate fighting Reese. Reese sucks. Reese is a shitty character, but I fucking hate fighting Reese. I think she's boring as shit to fight. She's fucking annoying. Like, you ever play against 9Ball's Reese? 9Ball is a good masher. Like 9Ball plays very active defense, but he likes to mash a lot. That's not me saying like, oh, 9Ball's bad. Like he's a very he doesn't mash like an idiot. 9Ball, he makes you think that, all right, he's respecting me, and then he always mashes like 2A5B, and he does that because you can whiff buttons in Melty Blood. It's not a problem. And it's impossible to fucking, like, reset his Reese if he's in mash mode, because he'll just 2A, and if it doesn't hit you, 5B. Like, you can't... It is so hard to, like, like, space Reese 5B. It's so fucked up.
Oh, they already started? Okay,
I'm
cool.
synced. Are you synced?
Yeah, I was synced first.
I'm synced too, so it's good, it's good.
Oh, no. It's okay.
It's just loading, I think. I
Yeah,
think
it's
they're connected
loading.
to each other.
It's cool, it's cool. We gaming.
Alright, so who's playing? We've got Luminary versus Koval. Koval on the H lane, Luminary on the H Hisui. This is going to be a matchup where I think Koval is going to have to be the one to approach because, yeah, there we go. Hisui does have the, what's it called, trays. Koval tries to jump in, ends up missing it. Luminary is going to hit him on wake up. Giving some pressure. Monster truck chair coming in. And the Ryubi will hit Koval with a frame trap. Unfortunately, he is able to jump out, though. He uses icicles to make himself plus, but he doesn't capitalize on it. And Hisui is going to be frame trapping him again with a low. Using the arc drive to get in for free. That is a very plus move. Monster truck chair coming in. Is he going to rebeat? No rebeat this time, and he is going to hop over the top of Koval. Koval, here we go. Re-aggressing with the J2C we were talking about earlier. Now he's got him in the corner. 2.4k, and how much damage is he? Okay, he's going to OTG for a little bit extra. You got to remember that cat is an overhead, and Koval is going to stagger the double hits it does to get a throw on Hisui. Hisui lands on the ground, techs out after Koval's air throw because Len's air throw is techable, and Koval isn't able to punish it, so Hisui is going to... I was going to say get a bit of damage and retaliate, but Koval actually just... I don't even think that moves iframes. I guess he tried to backdash away. Not exactly the... what's the word I'm looking for? Best thing you could have done there. But both characters are about one hit away from death, and neither of them being C-Moon characters can go into heat whenever they want. Koval is going to get a hit out of the scramble right there. Hopping over... Well, that wasn't a hop. That was more of a jump. Jumping over the top of Hisui, and then getting a good staggered move. First, we're going to go to Koval right there. Koval has control of the mid-screen right now, trying to play it safe, putting these cats down. Maybe, there we go, for a super jump, but not fully committing, trying to see what Hisui's going to do. Shields the pot, and Hisui is going to come and punish the high shield with a low sweep. Stool on top of Koval to stop him from mashing, and then he goes for a neck chop in. Koval is going to shield it, though, bringing Hisui up, taking her back down into the corner. 1.5k. Hisui isn't going to ground tech this time. Koval tries to re-aggress, but Hisui runs under when he jumps over. Unfortunately, the icicle is going to keep Hisui out, so there is no real re-aggression coming out of Hisui. Koval whizzes back to the corner, but he has full control right now because he does have the health advantage, and he does have icicles coming out. Cat's coming out from Koval right now, trying to keep his distance, using the really big disjointed normals he has. Hisui is she's a fast character, but she has stubby normals, and they're not very disjointed either, so she's going to have a hard time approaching Koval. Coming in down high from on top of Koval, and Koval not moving anything. He's just going to stand right under, mash 2A, catch the landing. Unfortunately, Hisui is going to go into heat, and Koval is going to drop in heat right now, so she can move around really safely. Koval isn't going to be able to punish her on the ground with anything. He's going to kind of catch her out of the air, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Hisui catches Koval with the staggered pressure, and then the EX Dust does come out and counter hit Koval, so he's not going to be able to re-continue his assault. Luckily for him, though, he does land a shield on Hisui coming back over down. Crosses to Hisui. Luckily, she blocks. Well, not luckily. Skillfully. It's very skillfully. Blocks it. Koval goes in with the double ballerina reset. Hisui goes for a bunker and ends up missing, and the staggered moves that Koval comes out with is going to catch her out. So the second round of the first game is going to go to Koval. We're going to go to our round 2 right here. This is, your tournament is, first to 2, right?
Yes, it's a normal one.
I was just trying to remember, because I remember, Nil6 did first to 3 in his Akatsuki tournament.
Yeah, they did that.
Right,
Man, the scam on the first round was insane. Like, 0 HP in a fucking, like, one stool or anything. It could end. Anyway, people are still fucking playing, they're not going to fucking hit. Setups the bento, meets the bento auto burst.
He didn't punish the first in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to be careful with those air bursts on H-Moon, because H-Moon you can't punish the burst on the ground, yeah, but when they're in the air, they actually, so the H-Moon bursts are completely invul, you can't punish those on the ground, but when someone's in the air, even though it's invul in the air to strike, they are going to have to fall to the ground still, and when they're falling to the ground, and during the burst in general, they are susceptible to air throws, so a lot of times when H-Moon characters go into heat, you will see people start to jump a lot more, or only aggress if they see someone go airborne, and that's because if you're able to trade with someone when they're in the air, scramble with them and get a single or counter hit, or not even a counter hit in this case, just any kind of hit in the air with someone, you can cancel into an air throw and punish an H-Moon character. So H-Moon characters, while their burst is incredibly powerful, it loses a lot of its impact in the air, and that's where you want to catch people out. Unfortunately, Hisui finds the opening, but Koval is going to have his burst reach down enough to get her. Hard knockdown into the corner. Is this going to be enough for her? She ground techs this time, but Koval is ready to catch it. So the first round is going to go to Koval right there.
Koval is showing a good scramble. It's not really fucking clean, Hale.
He's doing well in the scrambles, and he's catching the... Oh, I was about to say he's catching the ground text, but unfortunately that one gets out. Koval is back to the corner right now. Using icicles to kind of zone. He does have the health lead, but Hisui doesn't have so much of a health disadvantage that she's, like, you know, feels like she needs to go in. She has poked him a few times and gotten the health advantage back, so Koval's looking for something. Unfortunately, though, he is going to get caught up by a bunker hard knockdown, putting him in the corner, but he retorts with his own bunker, side-swapping Hisui, but... Excuse me, it's not fast enough. And Sui is going to tech out of the corner right there. Koval not going to catch it. Mid-screen back to Sui counter hit, but she's not going to pick up on anything, it doesn't look like. There we go, going for some tag vector. Pops over the top of Koval, but Koval is going to neutral jump to get away from it. Hit her with the counter hit, but not pick up on it. And Sui, she's going to take that gap, and she's going to retort onto Koval right here. Bento going in to stop Koval from doing anything so she can get out the EX Dust. And then Koval jumping over the top. The Bento acting like an Aoko or proximity. Lands on top of it, is going to counter hit him, but unfortunately, Sui doesn't get anything out of that scramble. She is actually going to punish Koval for failing to punish her ground tech, and that will give her enough damage to come out of this round on top. So second round going to go to Sui right there. Wasn't looking good for her. I mean, it was looking good at first when the Bento hit, but then when she didn't connect off it, I don't really know.
The round of 236C fucking miss. I wonder why it wasn't any fucking punish from that. I guess it's plus insanely.
It is, yeah, it's hard to whiff punish too. It's one of those moves that you can't exactly tell when it's over, because with some moves you can generally tell, like, okay, the active frames are about over, but with that move, it's really hard because there's no real moving parts in it. It's just like big static ice cubes. So,
yeah, it's a different a lot.
So if you're not really familiar with the matchup, you can't tell exactly when it's not active anymore, and it can be scary to approach it. So he took the safe option, didn't punish it, which is good. You don't want to end up dying for that, but unfortunately he doesn't have a health advantage right now, so Koval is just kind of jumping around, pressing the J2C like a madman, crossing his Sui up, putting her in the corner. She's going to tech out, yep, techs out, and this time it is going to be the end of him. Koval has complete control of that round, and he is going to take it with a ground tech in the end.
And that's all. Cool. Koval won. He got his game on stream that he wanted. He deserved it for the last one that I did. He deserved that one. Let me update the score. 2-0.
Oh yeah, I should bring up the
Losers round 1 gonna play off stream. That's the first of all.
Losers round 1 doesn't have a game yet because your tournament has a
yeah. I forgot there is not enough people.
Yeah. So we do round 2 and then, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do round 2, and this time we're gonna watch. I kinda wanna watch Oytsu or Hale. What you think? Or Milky Power. I wanna watch Milky Power too.
It's up to you. I'd say Hale.
Hale? Yeah, we're gonna watch Hale. Hale on stream, and the rest gonna play off stream.
Okay. I'll do the ping. Who the fuck's Hale playing? Let me see. I got too many windows open. Oh,
Riven. After all the...
There we go. Alright, I pinged them, so we just wait for them to get in now. Oh, man. It's pretty great. So I hate German beer. I've been drinking this German beer for 2 years, and it sucks. I hate it. But
sucks. They taste like piss.
Well, I don't think they necessarily taste bad, but I don't know. They're weird. They're heavy. They're wheat beer instead of barley or a rice beer like other stuff. But I was able to. Okay, it looks like Hale gonna be on P1. I was able to get some Kirin finally, so it's been super nice being able to. I eat chicken and rice for dinner like every night, but it's been super nice being able to get chicken and rice and then make myself miso soup and drink a Kirin. It's back like I'm in the fucking US. Like having like one beer with my dinner every night. Super fucking nice.
Not gonna lie, I hope when I'm gonna move to Germany finally, I'm gonna have a good place to fucking drink beer. If not, I'm just gonna take stuff from Poland.
There's lots of places to drink beer in Germany. It's just will you enjoy the beer they have?
I'm sure.
Synced up.
Oh, I'm synced up too. They can start.
Alright. Keep pat fingering shit.
Yep.
Alright, so Hale's gonna be on the C Aki actually. I was expecting him to be playing C Tono because I thought he was a C Tono player, but I guess he's gonna go for the C Aki with Riven on the F Ryugi.
Hale plays a lot of characters. Like actually a lot of characters he plays. I remember the times when I pick F Rice and he picks C Rice and we played a fucking scramble game. Like yesterday we both was drunk and he played C Sion and I started playing HB Sion and I won like 3 games, like 4-4, and he won 4. So I'm retarded and he DP on every wake up, but I'm retarded and I'm kinda fucking used to myself fucking going back. I'm just getting punished every time when I go in and like 2A.
He's not looking too good right now, though. Goes into heat to get a lot of the health back, but he is going to bring it back right here, actually. Okay, Ryugi does have that low HP modifier, and playing Aki, he does have that really, really high defensive modifier from the low HP with the higher HP value now. As much damage as Ryugi can do without a good confirm, Ryugi's probably going to need at least 2 more kills to hit him. Right here, there he goes, counter hits with the ribbon. Is this going to be enough to kill, though? Gets an invalid, but oof, not enough to kill. Bounces Ryugi off the wall. Now Ryugi in the corner right now. You can't die to chip in this game. It's not King of Fighters. Goes for a throw, and he misses it. Ryugi's like, I think I'll throw you, actually. And it's probably a throw break attempt, but double whiff throws. And unfortunately, as plus as throws are on whiff and net play, a second whiff throw is just asking to be killed. Ryugi right there is going to end up clipping Aki, trying to cross her up and ends up missing it. Misses the throw as well. And Aki, alright, yeah, free punch, put you in the corner. Hops in, gets with an overhead, but not able to get too much off of it. Going for the stagger pressure, resetting. Ryugi out of the corner right now. Dashes on Aki, but immediately DPs to knock Ryugi into the ground. Tries to cross Ryugi up, but she's just moving around too much. Aki can't get in. Ryugi is going to punish Aki, jumping and pushing buttons a little too carelessly over the top. Tries to cross her up, but again, the jump in is just a little bit too early, and the cross up misses, and Ryugi able to get some stagger pressure, but it pushes Aki out so far that gets a little bit too greedy with a reset, and Aki is going to check that dash in. There we go, though. Ryugi is able to go into blood. He get a lot of health back that she was just missing, and counter hits Hale out of here. Hale goes for a burst, ends up missing it, ends up missing the punish too, and then goes for an EX flip. That is going to catch Aki out, putting her over in the corner, and now we're going to see what Hale's going to try to do from this. Hits the extended hurt box, but it's not really too much going off. Ryugi with the long air dash ends up getting caught out in the air from Hale. Going to get a hard knockdown right here. What's he going to go for? A cross up, but misses it, and Ryugi sitting in the down in the mid-screen just goes for a throw in between stagger pressure. Actually ends up landing, putting Aki in the corner. Hale is going to jump out between the knife, so it probably wasn't that airtight because the knife is generally plus, and you can generally punish people for trying to get out of it. Fortunately, though, Hale not dead. Ryugi back in the mid-screen with her knife, does a slight health advantage, and Hale, there we go. Ryugi jumping in with a knife flip. That is air unblockable, I believe, so that is going to knock Aki right out of the air, and he is going to finish her up in the mid-screen. Hale trying to get something out with only 10 seconds left in the match, and he has to squirm, and the squirm ends up getting killed. Going even right now. Here we go. Hale dashing in, goes to the command grab, and he's going to put a pit down. What's he going to get off the pit? Probably a free reset somewhere around after one of these rebeats. No rebeat, just a sweep into the pit, and then tries to hop in, but Ryugi is going to bunker out. Back in the mid-screen. Ryugi not with the health advantage speed. She does have mid-screen control, and Hale looking for a ribbon counter hit. Doesn't get it, but he does drift over the top of Ryugi, and that is going to punish Ryugi, putting her back down into the corner. What kind of pressure are we going to get here? Stagger pressure into instant overhead, and it does connect. Ryugi going to get hit, brought up, taken back down. We're going to see what Oki's got for her this time. What's for breakfast? Alright, we got the command grab. Ender is in max, so he can burst if he just goes for something dangerous. Just some basic stagger pressure. Hops in, hits her with an overhead, but no confirm. Command grab, pit on top. That pit is draining meter. Ryugi doesn't have any meter to do anything. Goes for a throw, and Hale is going to stagger some normals out, catch her in the throw startup, and that first game is going to go to Hale right there.
Same Hale with the spicy combos, man.
Is that the spicy combo?
I think it's spicy. It's pretty
I don't
fucking
know
hard to do.
Immediately with Flame Tongues hitting Ryugi. Ooh, Ryugi tried to dash in the Flame Tongue just barely above her head, and he is going to get a command grab starter. Going over the top, but the Flame Tongue will miss, and Ryugi is going to counterattack with her JB. Really one of the better JBs in the game. Has the downside of multi-hitting, so it's hard to confirm counter hits off of, but it does protect a lot of space. Hale, though, sweeping out of Ryugi's pressure, checking the redashes, and that is going to put Ryugi in the mid-screen with a health disadvantage. Ryugi, though, actually puts herself back into the corner, trying to back hop away from Hale. Hale keeping these flame tongues out, just keeping control of the mid-screen. He really doesn't want to give Ryugi that knife at all. Backdash into Ryugi, but unfortunately, his normal doesn't hit behind him, so Ryugi is going to punish that landing. Bringing Hale, how much damage is he going to get? 3.2k, 3.5k, and bring Hale all the way to the corner. Hale is going to air tech out and put himself back in the mid-screen. Hale, even without the health advantage right now, he does have control of this mid-screen, though. Ryugi is looking to get that knife back, probably. Trying to pick it up, but unfortunately, not able to get it. Hale's just a little bit too aggressively defending that knife, and Ryugi has to feel like she has to defend her space. She doesn't have time to sit there and pick it up. There we go, gets the knife, though. Finally, Hale about to go into max mode, though, so he will have a burst available. Ryugi's gonna have to be careful if she does get a straight hit right here. Keeps checking out. Hale goes for an air throw, but just ends up missing it. In blood heat, and Ryugi is gonna flip out of the corner. Doesn't punish Hale, but he is able to get out of the corner. Waiting for Hale's blood heat to go out. Tries to go for a last arc, but misses. Is going to cancel into a sweep, though. Here we go.
Yes,
wow.
You don't have a grab version.
I thought that was the command grab. Maybe I'm thinking of
No. The C version have the fucking light.
Oh, okay, so it must be Sei's must be the command grab. I thought Aki's was the command grab as well, but and I thought maybe he did it too soon, but I see. Nice. Hale lands with the instant overhead, ends up putting Ryugi down to the corner, bring up, taking back down. What kind of Oki we're gonna get? Ryugi is gonna jump out. Hale with his back against the wall. Ryugi maybe starts some pressure here, but no, she can't find her way in through the ribbons. They're just like too protecting too much space, and Aki able to find herself back in the mid screen with like full control. She has like a full health advantage, had a pit behind her. Just doing some redashing stagger pressure right here against Ryugi. Having a bit of a hard time getting out. Ryugi jumps up, ends up getting counter hit, and that's probably going to be the end of her. No, it does hit the ground, so Aki's not going to be able to pick up on it. Gets a command grab right there, and what is Ryugi going to try to go for from here? Picks her up, throws her, scoops her to the corner after the ribbon, misses, and Aki ends up misinputting and getting a command grab in the mid-screen, and now Ryugi does have a chance to try to take this back. Monkey flip over in, but ends up not actually being able to confirm off him. Nice, gets an extended hurt box out of...
Oh, it's cuts you out. So So extended hitbox and he got fucking punished for that, whatever, he didn't pay attention. So now we're gonna fucking scramble for like 900 damage, DP punish, Rekka, and Misa Rekka Ender. We're still going, we keep going, trying to fucking win the game. It's the Ender Scrabble. Oh, shielded and 2A. And Hale took the fucking game with a 2A mash after shield. It's not a H-Moon when you can just cancel that fucking throw to 2C and get it for free. So, here you go.
There's 6 seconds left here to try to do something, and he's like, "Oh, I'll finish the Rekka series," and it's too easy of a shield, unfortunately.
He got punished. Actually, like.
Well, I mean, Ryugi doesn't really have tons of plus frames in the first place. Ryugi doesn't really play off of like plus frames. She kind of plays off of like I can't think of the word for it, but more like situational, like distance-based plus frames, you know? Because like let's say someone wants to punish you with a 2A, but if you're outside of 2A range, so like let's say your 2A is a 5-frame button, but you're outside of range to hit them with 2A. To hit them with 2A, you have to dash up to them, but that dash up could take you like 4 frames. So your 2A becomes effectively a 9-frame button. That's the kind of like frame advantage that Ryugi plays off of, because she has such big normals that Ryugi can safely push herself out to those ranges where none of your normals can really contest her. And while, yeah, Ryugi might be -9, it's going to take you maybe 7 frames to reach her, to get to a point where your normals could reach her, which means in reality, she's really -2, and she can do a lot with that at those distances. She forgoes a lot of throw pressure and a close range kind of staggered mix-ups because of it, but her ability to play that kind of like distance game and get like these kind of like phantom plus frames, I guess. I don't know what the word for it, but she does that really well. Loses. Oh yeah, you said you wanted losers round 1 to playoff stream. Yeah. We didn't do the call out for it, but they didn't have enough people. But you said you wanted losers round 1 to playoff stream. We can start watching the winners top 8 side, which is Oytsu, Hale, Blob, and Milky. You can watch We can watch Blob and Milky.
I can watch Win and Milky Power
Okay.
on stream. And round 1 of losers playoff stream. But the rest of round 2 gonna wait. Because we wanna watch that. We wanna watch the round 2. And it's gonna be a Milky Power. My beloved.
Okay, Milky Power versus Blob. Interesting kind of matchup, because I think Milky is I think Milky's an F-Reese player, yeah, and Blob, we know he plays the MBAACC, so it's gonna be interesting. Not that F-Reese has great normals for hitting things above her, but if she can stay on like a level kind of if she can stay on the same like vertical level as you, stay at the same height as you, it can be very, very difficult to approach her, because while Aki does have normals that cover really, really good angles, in the air her normals don't have a ton of range. Not nearly as much as Reese's anyway. So she's gonna have to be aiming first into hurt boxes, which can be difficult. At the same time, though, Effiaki does have the ability to just boost herself above things using puffballs and then stay above and just, I'll safely use these to try to maybe eventually hit extended hurt boxes, so I don't really know. Effiaki's a pretty fucked up character, so we're gonna have to see how Milky actually ends up dealing with this. Luckily, though,
really
Reese is a high damage character, and due to the fact that Milky, that F Reese, due to the fact that her reversals are actually hit grabs, which mean she can actually sit through a lot of really active shit. Yeah, like if you give F Reese a like too big of a window when you're playing against when you're playing Oko, for example, F Reese can just reversal out, because if the reversal does hit you, she will sit there in the hit grab and just completely avoid the blue fire and then knock you out. So F Reese is one of those characters that you need to make sure you are always jailing blue fires, or else you can't actually really lock her down.
You can actually.
Yeah. That's because orbs go off based on collision, not hitboxes, yeah. I'm synced up. Alright.
It's my chat dead, actually. Oh man, I pressed.
So we're going to see Blob on the P1 with the Fuyaki and Reese on P2 Milky Power. So let's see how they end up actually handling this. Reese not moving immediately, but there we go. Ends up going in for an air throw. Missing, but Aki is retreating, so it's not able to punish it. Reese has this mid-retreat control. You can tell that Gwyn is playing really, really passively. He doesn't actually want to go in right here. He's trying to force Reese to come to him and then get hit when she comes in. Because yeah, there we go. Immediately with the, what are those called? Pillars. Extremely safe. But unfortunately, he's not able to keep it airtight, and Reese is going to jump in, get immediately 4k damage. Jumps in with a safe jump, but unfortunately, he charged a little too late, so it doesn't quite come out. But she does have F-Moon landing recovery of 0, so it doesn't really matter. Getting Gwyn with this standard staggered pressure, it's not going to get the kill, but Gwyn is already looking very close to death. One more hit's going to get it, and right there with the 5B anti-airing, you got to be careful coming down on top of C-Reese, or F-Reese. She is one of the few characters in the game that arguably has a true anti-air. You have to, but it does have a lot of recovery, so you have to bait it out. Immediately getting a hit on Reese, but not able to get anything off it. Playing really safe with these pillars, but playing so safe with the pillars that you're not really, like, if Reese doesn't do anything risky, you're never going to get in either. There we go. Reese sees the F-Aki coming in, and she's just going to use a button to swing preemptively. That's going to hit Aki, trying to come in and hit those extended hurt boxes, but I mean, if Reese is swinging that earlier, not going to be able to catch her. Looking right here, though, F-Aki does come, and it goes by so fast, because F-Aki is just like a mosquito, flies around, and then just shit happens. Flying up over the top, ends up getting a combo, but dropping it, and Reese is back in the mid-screen. Ends up missing her combo because she goes in for the 2B, which completely whiffs on crouching characters if you're not close enough. And Reese is going to try to DP out. Unfortunately, it is going to get shielded. Shield counter coming out of Gwyn, Blob, whatever.
Blob,
and same person. It's the same fucking person. But it's going to come out of Blob, and then that is going to finish the round. Right now here, though, he does have 283 meters, so Blob can go into max right now if he really, really wants to. Meaning he does have the potential to get health back this round, but unfortunately, like, Aki just doesn't have enough health. I don't even think it would matter. Already in maximum, so he does have a burst, but we're going to see. There he goes in the Blood Heat and immediately just misses it, and Reese is going to punish that. Blood Heat, though, didn't really drain that much. I guess it doesn't really go down when you're being hit in, what's it called, hit grab. Reese reacts to the Super Flash coming out of the Air EX move, and she is going to immediately air throw Aki down, and I was like, damn. Milky's got Fuyaki on Reese, on lock right here. It's like, it seems like every time Aki tries to do something, Reese is already ready for it. Like, he tries to go in high, and Reese is already doing a rising JB to kind of protect that space. I don't really know how you would deal with this matchup, because if the Reese isn't going to come in after you, and your pillars can't get close enough to do any damage without you being close enough potentially in the air to get, like, rising JB'd by Reese, how do you go about that? And the only thing I could think to do is you're going to have to play a bit more safely without committing to anything like air grabs, with air dash. Maybe play more safely with puffballs, or play more safely with jumping and drifts and try to aim for these extended hurt boxes. Maybe shield when Reese goes and does something kind of crazy. Whatever I'm saying, though, doesn't really matter, because Reese does have a massive health disadvantage right now against Aki, so now Reese is going to have to be the one to approach. She can't play back anymore and wait for Aki to try to do something dangerous. And Aki, yeah, there we go. He's playing really safe, using these backdashes to get away. There we go. Pit coming down. That is going to be sit there, wait for Reese. Reese doesn't want to push herself out into the pit and going to get counter hit, though. Trying to hit Aki out of there, probably with a JB. Puffball going to bring it down 2.4k, and there comes the really, really safe pillars. I don't even know if you can contest those. That's part of what makes Fuyaki so fucked up to deal with.
You can actually 236C in the pillar animation and punish her for free.
With Reese specifically.
Yeah, you can do that with versus every Akika that have a pillar or everything that's coming out in front of you. And if you do the 2 frames to 360, you can just go through it, because the top of Rise is actually invuln until there is a hit.
I see. So I'd have to.
Oh, you see,
like there that. There we go, going right through. Well, yeah, it goes right through the pillar right there on reaction. But I don't know if what I was wondering though is that if Fuyaki is super high in the air and she does that, can you actually punish it? Because it feels like Fuyaki is one of the few characters in the game that has truly safe Oki that no one can really contest. Because if you shield that pillar, Fuyaki can come down, land on top of you, and throw you, or do some other dumb shit to you, right, to punish that. If you try to bunker it, your bunker's going to whiff, and you can get punished on that. If you try to DP, most characters don't have a DP that can go through that pillar. So it feels like those pillars out of the air are one of the few things that most characters have to take, which can feel absolutely miserable after you just lost 80% of your health off of a single hit, because she has basically an infinite, to just then lose the next 20% of your health to a block string that you can't actually contest.
Oh, man,
I've not really labbed it, but I don't think there's much you can do about that when that happens. Maybe Reese is having something specific, but I think if the Aki does it right, there's really not much you can actually do to get out of those pillars on Oki. And there we go. Puffball gonna catch Reese. Reese isn't able to get high enough. Pulled your hitbox up, so it makes it really hard to hit. It's 1-1 right now.
I feel like we give tips to Gwen, and now she tried to be above her.
Do we? What's this? Yeah. I mean but I mean that's not really Gwen just knows to do that. You're Fuyaki. What do you want to do? Like, Fuyaki doesn't want people to be above her. She doesn't have normals to hit above her. Like, she has normals that hit below her and on both sides of her, and she's got specials that pull her hitbox upwards. Like, Fuyaki doesn't want people to be above her. It's not unblockable, it's just no.
Yeah. It just never fucking blocks that. For some reason, it's an overhead, it's unblockable
Because
in the air.
because you expect to block it, and then by the time because it's the same animation as the other one, but it doesn't like hit you when it looks like it would. So you expect it to hit you, and then when it doesn't hit you, you're just like, oh wait, can I move? But it is air unblockable, so
Yeah.
you can't shield it either. So by that time, you have to just like concede that you're gonna have to block this, and it doesn't always process. It is a bit of a rough move to
But
block.
EX carding that move is bad too, because you are in the perfect range of 5B.
I see. Right now, Reese doesn't really have. Oh, she's not gonna be able to go into what's it called? Max mode to get any health back this frame. Luckily, you can't die of chip. Sorry, like I said, I had a beer with dinner, so I'm.
It's okay, brother.
Burping.
We're enjoying.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that, honestly. Like, I get thrown. There we go. Reese gonna go down. Man, Epiaki's throw sucks. Does like no damage. And people are like, oh, it gives you health back. Oh yeah, thanks for the 10 health. Very useful. That's so fucking worth it. What a shitty throw. But at least it's a hard knockdown.
I mean,
I think at least it's a hard knockdown. It might be better as a soft knockdown because then you could at least play a tech trap game out of it, you know? But I don't fucking know. What do I know? Anyway, immediately re-sweeping Aki into the corner, going for some pressure. Aki blocks it low. It is in the X block, which means I think Aki is maybe -1. I believe that move is +3 unless blocked high, so EX blocking wouldn't actually make it plus.
Plus
so it looks
1.
like...
The 6C of
it's +1, not +3.
It's
Okay,
plus
so
1.
EX blocking it also makes it -1, it looks like. So Aki is able to match out with Reese's pressure. Here we go. Reese slides in, catching Aki, trying to block high. The other one goes for a charge overhead. Is this going to be enough to kill, though? Wall bouncing. Yep. Are you going to get enough damage out of this? And that's going to throw her down. And yeah, that is going to be enough damage. Milky Power ends up taking the game.
And we're having the game. Okay, so... Damn, that was a cool game. Surely surprised. It feels like a decent move for F-Rise versus... I think it's like 5-5 or something.
So you're waiting for Losers Round 2 right now, right?
Yes, I'm waiting for that.
So you want to watch one in Losers Round 2 and have the other off stream, or are you going to try to watch them both?
I wanna watch one person from Losers Round 1. Then I wanna watch... Oytsu already played? I can't remember. Did they say he can play us?
We didn't say Round 2 could play yet. We said Round 1 plays off stream.
I wanna watch a one game of Losers Round 1.
No,
round 2.
Round 1.
Losers Round 2. After that, we're gonna watch second game of Round 3.
Okay. So you want to do one game on stream on Losers Round 2 and one game off stream?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're gonna watch... Who do you wanna watch? Because we already watched Koval.
Alex and Koval. Well, Alex just finished his game, so if we want to get a game going right now, we're gonna have to do Alex and Koval, and then Riven will play off stream. But if you want to wait specifically for Riven, we can do that.
I kinda wanna watch Alex. I wanna give a chance to Alex.
Okay, so you wanna do Alex Koval?
Yes, and Riven can play with another person off stream.
Okay.
Gonna be fast for the game. And score. Forgot he won. Thank you. Win. Oh man.
Alright, so we're gonna have, Alex and Koval on stream, and then Riven will play off stream when he's got his game.
You fucking sucker.
So Alex does that for Yugi, right?
Yes.
So it's gonna be for Yugi versus the H-Len. Interesting matchup. I think H-Len's probably gonna end up being the aggressor in that matchup because H-Len's also got big disjointed normals, but I think, well, for Yugi's got the longer dash startup though, so. I figure both characters have big disjointed normals, but H-Len's definitely got the better normals to aggress with. Like Ryugi really doesn't want to let people get below her, especially Len, because Len's got move that can hit above her. So definitely Ryugi or Len is probably gonna end up trying to be the aggressor in that matchup, while Alex is gonna try to, I would imagine, maintain the same height as Len as to use his bigger, more disjointed normals against him. All right, so Koval gonna be on P1, but Alex gonna be on P2. We're gonna see how this goes.
Man, I cannot connect somehow. Give me a second.
Yep, I'm synced up, so whenever you get in, let them know they can go.
Man.
Koval on the H lane, Alex on the F Ryugi. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. I'm trying to think of if Len has anything specific that can mess with Ryugi. She doesn't have a hold shield, which can kind of hurt some people versus Ryugi, because Ryugi can delay her Rekkas, but once Ryugi's like 2 hits deep into the Rekka, it's very relatively safe to shield high, because if Ryugi sweeps, she doesn't get a lot of reward off of it, but if you shield high and she does do the 3rd Rekka, especially if you have a hold shield that Effort C Moon can do, oftentimes you can get pretty good reward, just because Ryugi had the audacity to use her 3rd hit of the Rekka, you know. So, but as an H-Moon character, you have to time that a bit better, so maybe we see, we'll see if Koval even tries to come out and shield any of the Rekka hits. But that tends to be how I deal with Ryugi, is I just shield the 2nd and 3rd hit if I can, because what is she gonna do, sweep me? Oh please no, don't get like 500 damage from sweeping me, Ryugi. I really hate that. Oh, you're good? Okay. Alright, so, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think that maybe Ryugi can cancel into her EX slashes, and that will allow her to pick up off the ground if she gets the hard knockdown, I don't know. Every Ryugi player says, oh, Ryugi sucks because she can't do anything when she lows you with the Rekka, so it is 0 mix. But they also say Ryugi's a low damage character, and I regularly see Alex like break 4K with it. So I don't know. Ryugi players are like notorious down players who seem to think that they're playing the worst character in the game, when in reality their character is fine. Their character is like maybe like lower mid tier, sure, but their character is fucking fine. Very low damage. But no, Ryugi players are classic down players. They're really. Yeah, well, I mean, 4K. And you could also argue that Koval isn't, damn, there goes for the shield, immediately gonna get punished by Alex. He's gonna cancel into that. Like, look at that. He broke, that was 3 hits and Koval was dead. You could argue Koval wasn't reducing at all, really, which I didn't see much reducing. But at the same time, it's like, the fact that you can break 4K with Ryugi, that's not bad. Like, that's really not bad. Knife Throw comes out, and that is going to put Alex up with the HP advantage over Len. In the corner, though, it hits Alex on the way on the back down. It does have heat right here, so Len can do something dangerous. And instead of doing something dangerous, she's going to go for the slow orb. Alex is going to jump in the air. Gets caught out, though, by Len. She's going to start some staggered pressure right here. Alex blocking all of it, though. And Len resetting with staggered pressure. Tries to catch Alex jump out, but not quite able to get it. Alex mashing out on the hop-in from Len, and he is going to catch her, putting her back into the mid-screen. Throws Len down. You can't do throw leaps on Len, and he swings a little bit too early, so Len is going to be able to jump out. Putting Alex down on the corner. You have to remember that move does multi-hit, so unfortunately, Len not able to pick up with it, but she will stagger to hit Alex, bringing him up, taking him back down. Not able to get it confirmed. She will throw him, though. Here we go. Throw combo. How much damage is she going to get out of it? Ends up catching Alex, doing a ground tech. What are you doing now? She has such a big health advantage, and now Len in the corner, 3.3k damage, 3.5k, 3.9k, 4.1k. Is Alex going to tech again? All right, he learned his lesson. No teching this time, but he doesn't block the overhead cat. And no, Koval, instead of picking up on it, though, ends up trying to go for a throw on autopilot, misses it, and now Alex can go into Blood Heat, getting all that health back. Alex in Blood Heat right now. Is he going to try to go for a last arc? Is he just going to play this safe and keep the health advantage he's got? Koval not going to be able to go back into Heat this round. I was going for the unblockable, and yeah, Koval just landed. That move is basically a command grab. It comes out, I believe, on frame 1. And it's unblockable, which so I do believe that move is basically a command grab, because it won't hit you if you're even slightly airborne. So yeah, that move is for all intents and purposes basically just a really long command grab. That if you weren't already jumping when it started, you weren't going to get away from it in the first place. Koval unfortunately getting caught out. Misses his icicle prison. I don't know what you want to call that shit. But Alex is going to immediately put him in the corner. I tried to go for, what was that? What even happened? I wasn't paying attention. I was going to say Alex dodge, but he's full moon. He can't dodge. Goes in for the monkey flip, and Koval just sits under like a cat. Yeah, okay. Sick flip, you fucking monkey. Back into the corner with you. Oh, no, ground tech? Yeah, that's what I thought. Stagger, though, remember that 5B is a low. It's kind of weird, but Len's 5B is very distorted, and it is a low. Alex blocking high, though, probably trying to jump out. Koval using its immunity to catch any jump out attempts. Unfortunately, though, Alex is going to retaliate on Koval. Now Koval in the corner. Mashing out on Alex's jump in, though. Not able to get the safe jump, just a little too high, so Koval is going to mash out. Jumps over the knife, ends up... No way. So he jumps over the knife, right?
So 360?
He jumps over the knife, but he doesn't use an air to ground. He uses 5A and misses entirely. That could have been the end of the game for Alex right there, but unfortunately just the wrong choice of button coming out of Koval ends up losing in the round right there. Jumps up, goes for a shield. Alex is going to immediately punch that on landing. Like I said, Ryugi's got those really, really long air buttons, so it's like you think, oh, that's okay, Ryugi's retreating out shield, but no, the buttons are pretty long. Ryugi in the corner not teching out. Alex immediately going for a
weird
tiger cat, launches Ryugi, but he doesn't confirm it, so all that happens is Ryugi gets out of the corner. Double counter hit. Ryugi does not have the health advantage, and Koval has control of the mid-screen. Ryugi is going to punch a cat set with a knife throw, and that is going to bring the health down to a back even. Oh no, Black Cat. Ryugi can't see it because he's jumping up in the air. Black Cat won't hit a second time, but there we go. I was trying to jump out of the top, not able to get it though, and Koval is going to counter him with a JC in the air. Ryugi about to go into max mode. There we go. Is he gonna burst or is he gonna try to save it? Saves the burst. Is he gonna FRC or is he gonna try to go into blood heat and get a little bit greedy? What's he going for here? Tries to go for a blood heat. Oh, he does get it because Alex doesn't get the full Koval
Alex won the fucking block
but
shit,
he is
man.
gonna throw it, and that's gonna completely waste the blood heat, which means one good confirm, and Alex is gonna die. Gets hit by the second hit of the cat after the first hit. Koval is gonna stagger pressure, launch Alex, and that is gonna be the end of Alex for that round. Second round gonna go to Koval right there. Match point
man.
for
the Ryugi syndrome of getting max and you're like, man, I want a blood heat.
yeah,
really
I mean, I
fucking
have
badly."
many ways to like FRC this and get free health, but I think I'll blood heat so that like I could potentially unblockable you, or I could potentially like last arc you. Like Ryugi doesn't have a ton of good uses for meter. The same with like Tono, so I can totally understand being like, yeah, I want blood heat. Sure, that opens up a lot of potential, especially against characters that have projectiles or who really carelessly can throw out really good zoning tools because it's a free last arc basically. But at the same time, like if getting to that point puts you in a position where you're never gonna get to use it because you're gonna get hit, you're kind of fucked. Going for a really deep overhead right there, and it does hit Alex, and then one more hit's gonna do him. He goes for the big crescent slash, ends up missing, hits Koval, but not able to pick him up. Going for the monkey flip. Is he gonna pick up on this? Doesn't have the meter, and Koval's just gonna mash out. Second game, gonna end up going to Koval right there. But yeah, no, going into blood heat is really good. Like it's really good if you can safely get it, but if you're about to just like get hit for trying it, at that point just FRC, like, or whatever it's called, initiative heat. I don't fucking know. I've like played too many games at this point to like keep all of the vernacular straight. People know what I mean. Ryugi going in with the Rekka is going to catch him out, but Koval going to go for a bunker. It doesn't actually use the meter, so that wasn't a hard knockdown bunker. He is going to keep getting pressure, though. Putting Ryugi over to the corner, frame trapping her, bringing her up. No, taking her back down. No, not taking her back down. I'm going to miss it, but he will counter hit. That was an intentional reset, it looks like. He was trying to counter hit Alex, and it ended up working out for him. Then he baits the bunker coming out of Alex. Koval has Alex on block, but oh no, ends up missing the ground tech. Unfortunately, though, Alex hesitating when he sees that Koval's move whips, and Koval is going to able to get an inadvertent frame trap right there. Is it going to be the end of Alex this round? Throwing up, is it going to be enough? No, it's not going to be enough, but Alex, one hit away from death, and he tries to jump out, and Koval rebeating, funny enough, catches Alex's jump out, and well, looks like you're dead now, kiddo.
Oh man, Alex
One game
choking.
away.
So,
This Alex might be choking right now. What's he gonna do? Koval coming on top. Alex is gonna choke, and then he's gonna go complain about it to NA, and they're gonna be like, I told you, H-Len is OP. All of us bottom tier Ryuki players got a band together, and it's like, yeah, alright.
Oh, the white cut? What the
that
fuck?
doesn't have a hitbox, but it will push you back, so you do have to be careful about it. You might end up accidentally whiffing something and having Len just slide in over the top. Come down with the J2C, that is gonna hit Ryuki right there, bringing her over into the corner, confirming into a lot of damage. Damn, that went from 1.5 to 3.5k just off one move alone. 4.5k, Alex is gonna tech out, and he is gonna get caught. Alex, just because he hasn't been punishing it every time doesn't mean that he's not trying to, you fool. It's so dangerous. Alex, one hit away from death. If he can get into max mode, though, he might be able to bring himself to 2 hits from death, but no, he's gonna counter hit him. Koval misses it, though, goes in for the overhead. Alex tries to backdash away, but chases with a 6AA, end up gonna get away. Koval not gonna confirm off it, and Koval jumps up, low crushing Alex's poke, and that is gonna give Koval the game. Damn, that fucking low crush was crazy. Like he was just using it to kind of like try to like protect space and knock himself out. But Ryugi does have the downside of Ryugi. She's got really good long pokes, but at the same time, they are very susceptible to being high profiled or low profiled. Uppercut or lower cutted. But
now we wanna watch Oytsu versus Hale.
And he gets lower cutted. Oh man. You want to watch Oytsu? Okay, yeah. We can.
Now Oytsu versus Hale gonna play on stream.
Yo.
Yeah, Alex, come back. Alex, what are you ready? Welcome in the salty corner.
Delete H-Len wiki now.
Quick delete, so no one gonna notice.
Wiki's very flushed out because red names keep deleting it because they get mad when they lose to like a high tier character. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, Len's not even that good. Like she's easily a high tier, not top tier. There's a difference between top tier and high tier. Everyone just says that character's top tier, throws that around willy nilly. That character's top tier. Aoko's top tier. Fucking this character's top tier. Nania's top tier. Like no, there's a difference between top tier and high tier, and like H-Len is very easily a high tier character, but like to get so mad about that is like there's characters better than like H-Len. Like she's annoying and she's really good and she's very well rounded, but like come on, there are so many other characters that you could like channel that anger toward, like Nero.
Like man, I finally can punish that summon, and then you're getting fucking instantly overhead by the deer while you're in the air. Nice feelings.
I mean, I don't know. The deer is air blockables, but it is fucked up.
I don't know why. Actually, his summons aren't fucking going away when you fucking hit them. And, like, the most character summons, when you hit them, they are fucking going away.
Most characters, you mean Aoko, because like I think most characters should actually sticks around. Aoko is one of the few characters who her negative edge storm actually does go away. Like Roa's orbs don't go away. I don't think Aki's pit goes away. I don't think.
I'm sure I saw a few times when I hit Aki and her pit was away.
Maybe F Aki's negative edge pits go away if she gets hit, but like the C Aki and like HV Aki pits, they don't go away if she gets hit. I don't think.
Yeah, but no one of the.
Yeah, V silent summons don't go away, but I think like even like Hisui, Ventos, and like chairs don't go. Alright, I'm synced whenever you guys are good.
Yeah, but
Hisui, chairs and Ventos go. Well, I mean, the Bento kind of does. The Bento and the chair kind of do. Well, I mean, they kind of lead the game. I'm not trying to Nero defender here. Nero is fucked up, but like Hisui chairs are also pretty crazy. No. The Veer is far more ignorant. It is a much bigger get out of jail free card for sure. Nero is fully get out of jail free cards. I'm synced up whenever you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm synced.
So it looks like we're gonna have Oytsu on the H Miyako, which is interesting because I thought he was I thought he played F Miyako, but he's been around a long time, so I'm sure he can play any character if you really fucking if you really had to. And Hale is gonna be on the H screen stream. What is he talking about? Why is he adding me? Yeah, I don't know why he's pinging me. It's not my stream. Alright, so we have Oytsu immediately going up and hitting, so this is H Nania. Okay, I thought it was H Tono first, but it is going to be H Nania. Oytsu was talking to me about how to play, and instantly getting, like, donkey kicked from across the screen by the H Nania, coming down, taking some stagger pressure, but he is going to rise, shield, put Nania in the corner now, 1k, 1.3k, this is off of an air shield, which, oh, Jesus Christ, okay, 2.9k off an air shield is pretty good. Nania is going to ground attack, and Oytsu, playing it safe, doesn't want to get DP, goes for a stomp, that is going to give him a pretty safe reset, goes in, doesn't, ground tag after getting bursted. Stagger pressure coming out here on Miyako, and Nania will air dash over. Not able to get a punish, and Miyako is going to throw him in the gap. 1.9k off of a throw. Carries the combo throw is pretty insane. She's going to, there we go, check Nania trying to go for a redash, and she's going to bring him up, take him back down. Is Nania going to ground tech? No ground tech, and she's going to go for a stomp. That's going to be plus frames. Nania respecting it, goes in for an elbow overhead, double overhead, though. That's going to catch Nania out. He will end up bursting out, though, with that H-Moon burst, so it's not really punishable. Applying some stagger pressure on the mid-screen. He's going to push Oytsu all the way to the left corner. Fast fall, but Oytsu is jumping out really preemptively, so that fast fall not really going to do anything except give Miyako a free out. Now Miyako still stuck in the corner, though. They end up solving twice in the mid-screen. Nania, here we go, some redash pressure, throwing Oytsu, coming over the top, ends up side-swapping Oytsu. Oytsu fucking ground techs back into the corner, shields in the air, but Nania is going to end up blocking it. Comes back down, counter hits Oytsu, putting him over into the corner. Oytsu now lost a massive health advantage he had. Miyako with their stubby normal is going to have a really hard time playing this neutral game against Nania. Jumps up over the top of the rising JC, and whiff punishing the myriad slashes. This is going to be enough to kill. That is going to be enough to kill. Really good spacing coming out of Oytsu right there. Punishing the whip. Like, a lot of times you see Nanias get away with that. You see him throw that shit out and get away with it, but Oytsu, he's been around the block a few times. He sees that whiff and he goes, yeah, alright, you're not going to get away with that for free. Nania, DPing, making it safe, 2 damage, 3k damage, Jesus Christ, 2.9k damage right there. That's not Tono levels of fucking stupid DP, but that's a pretty stupid DP. Goes in for the slashes DPs. Nania players are fucking crazy. They'll just do something that's minus in DP. Like, all you gotta do is to kill him is block. But that's what they want you to do. So
you can actually get pretty good damage out of DP. If he goes for that DP, higher DP and another DP.
Can you do that?
Yeah, he can EX DP after the ground DP, if I remember. And gets like 4k, I think. I see. Stagger pressure coming in. Oytsu losing a lot of his guard bar, but it doesn't really matter too much because now he's out of the corner. Guard bar is going to start slowly coming back. Air throws Nania, putting him in the corner. Nania right now sitting pretty. He doesn't have to play aggressively. There we go. Miyako jumping up, getting another air throw on Nania. Real close up, but Nania's going to tech away, and that's going to make her lose all of her mid-screen pressure. She ends up backdashing away. Not caught by Nania, but she doesn't have a big health advantage. It's going to be rough for Miyako because Nania can play very safely. Yeah, there we go. Catches out Miyako's whip shield. Going to be the end of her. Nania can play very safely with a health advantage against Miyako, because Miyako's got very stubby normal, so a lot of times her game plan is getting above someone because she jumps higher than most characters. So a lot of times her game plan is getting above people and using her normals that allow her to easily cross up and using her really active good air to ground to aim for extended hurt boxes to try to catch people out. But that's very difficult, and that also kind of assumes that the other person is trying to attack you in the first place. If Nania wants to play defensively enough and just sit on a life lead, it can be very difficult for Miyako to actually ever find an opening in the first place, and that's the situation Oytsu found himself in last round. The situation he's kind of finding himself in this round. Luckily for him, though, a whiff slash comes out, and that is going to put Nania in the corner, and Nania goes for a rising, but Oytsu not able to punish it, but he is going to redash right here.
Stagger pressure coming out, a little bit, another reset coming in right there. Stagger pressure, applying some like stomp that is going to give him a plus reset. Nania blocking, really respecting, but there we go, gets caught out by that frame trap. Unfortunately, Oytsu not able to pick up on it. Applying stagger, man, Nania is really respecting the stagger pressure. That's going to give Oytsu enough time to go into heat. Nice, going to be able to spend meter now because now he's in heat. That's just free meter. Invalid 2.1k damage, but that does give him the health advantage he wants, and he can use his JB to keep Nania exactly where he wants him. Mid-screen pressure coming in, resetting on Nania, backdashing away, knowing Nania is going to try to capitalize on the fact that this move isn't exactly fully plus. As if there's a fucking, like, mystery behind it. It's not plus. Ooh, with punishing that move again, if the final part of that slash doesn't hit you, there is enough time for you to dash in and punish it, and it feels like Oytsu is really focusing right here on trying to make it so that Nania doesn't ever want to use that slash, because every time he uses it and misses, he's going to get punished for it. And once that's hit you enough times, you're eventually going to say, alright, I'm not going to use that slash anymore. Catch the Oytsu out, coming down on top of him though with a low. Unfortunately though, Oytsu is going to attack out of the corner, and he has his health advantage. Nania is going to have to try to get a little bit risky here with only 10 seconds left. Ooh, and there was the risk and it didn't work out. Goes in for a donkey kick, and even though it's minus, goes for a DP. And like I said earlier, all you gotta do to kill Nania players is block, and Oytsu, he must be listening to the stream. He must have said, the wise words of Gibbons, I'll listen to him, and maybe I should talk. Maybe I should talk on giving Oytsu ideas. He never would have come up with that without my help. But like I said, all you gotta do to kill a Nania player is just block, and they'll eventually kill themselves. So I've been learning that a lot in King of Fighters. So many people have just DPs or dumb fucking moves in King of Fighters that sometimes I just block, and eventually someone just kills themselves. And I'm like, yeah, I'll use all 3 meters, sure. But anyway, Oytsu gets the throw right here on Nania, respecting a little too much. Don't respect me, fool. I got a combo throw. You're not supposed to be respecting me. Goes for the stomp. That is going to give him a hard knockdown, I do believe. Goes in for a mix-up, and Nania not ready for it. He sees the cartwheel, thinks, you're going to be behind me. But, fuck, idiot, I'm not going to be behind you at all. Now I'm behind you. Oh, but I'm not taking this. I'm not taking the left, right. I'm going to go for a shield. Ends up working because Miyako does try to low with an A. She is going to air tech out, though, and Nania trying to catch her with the E kick, but she is just going to shield and put him back down into the corner. Yeah, all right, you think you're hot shit because you, like, trade with me in one scramble, Nania? Yeah, I don't think so. Take some stagger pressure, fool. How does this feel? Oh, jump out. Yeah, nice try, idiot. Nania, oh, man, an actual lane's here, and Melty Blood, hello? Nania coming in, though, tries to hit her, but the shield doesn't really work, and the slashes actually hit this time. Second hit of slashes, Nania getting a little bit too comfy. Oh, I've hit 2 slashes? I must be on fire. Goes for a DP, and a little overzealous right there. Unfortunately, not able to follow up on the momentum he had, and Miyako is able to take him out. There we go, counter hitting Miyako's dash up though, and that is going to put her in the corner really early. Actually, she bounced off the wall, air techs out, and she's back in the mid-screen. Nania applying some stagger pressure here, goes in for a teleport over the top of Miyako, but she does jump up and block it. Whiff slashes, not able to get a whiff punish on Miyako, but Nania is in the corner. Miyako, though, not able to get in time to actually find it. Not able to find that opening against Nania's longer normals that he could contest with. She just plays it safe, stays out. Unfortunately, that gives Nania a chance to get in, and when he's in, he does end up hitting her. Does come in over the hop with the counter hit on Nania, though. Rises a little bit too late, and now Miyako's gonna get 3.6, 3.9, 4.5k damage, 4.7k, my bad. In the corner, she's going to try to mix him up. That is going to be on the left this time. Nania thinking, alright, the last one was a fake. No left, but it is going to be left this time. Full. Taking him up, bring him back down. Full corner carry on H Miyako. Yeah, that's right. H Miyako's OP. I got full corner carry. You want to go to the other corner now? This time in a block string? Sure, I'll do it. No, DP into a...
She too small, man. You cannot hit Gremlins like that.
And she does drop it. Both characters go for very good defensive moves, and they cross up past each other. It's like my favorite Japanese anime. Jumps over the top, hops over the top of Miyako, she whips a throw, and here we go. Nania goes in for a DP, but no, Miyako goes for a DP, misses it, and Nania about to go into heat. The heat doesn't really matter, but the punish does, and that is going to be the end of Miyako for that round. Really, she had a commanding lead, but Nania was able to kind of bring it back. Miyako getting a little bit risky, I guess, but you know, you have to do something. You can't just sit on a health lead forever, give your opponent free openings. Miyako going for the mix-up, but Nania is going to donkey kick out. All points of the slashes did hit, so she isn't going to be able to whiff punish it. She does get a good hit in a scramble right there, though. Slashes come out, hit Miyako. Slashes come out again and hit Miyako. That's 3.5k of damage off of slashes this round. Those slashes hit, but Nania goes in for a donkey kick. Low profiles by Miyako. There we go. No, you're getting a little too comfortable with the slashes now, Nania. Here comes a whiff punish. Now you're in the corner, but Nania says, no, not in the corner for me. I'm getting out here. Goes in for a DP, and Miyako, like, what are you DPing, fool? I'm over here. I'm dodging. Wake up throw on Nania. What is he, Speedy Dragon? Putting Miyako over to the corner. Rebeating high. Goes for a throw. Fast fall on Miyako. I'm just going to jump out. Counter hits Nania, though. He whiffs his move, and instead of just saying, all right, I whiffed a move, I'm going to play safe, he tries to do something crazy. Whiffs the slashes again. Oytsu hasn't missed any of those. You can't just whiff such a big move against Oytsu. He is ready to punish that every single time you miss it. Like, yeah, look at all this space I'm protecting, but it's only protecting space if you're not going to get killed after you use it, you know? Like, yo, I'm going to protect this space just so that I can die immediately afterward. It's not a good trade. But that move isn't exactly easy to hit, you know? Yeah, okay. So I'm not sitting here saying, what an idiot, Hale, you're so bad. No, as someone who plays F-Tono, I've missed it with my fair share of those slashes. It's not easy to consistently get all those hits to land, but when you're playing against someone like K-pop, who can't throw him out as much as you think he can, he's on point.
We're gonna watch one game from Losers Round 3. One game. And the second one gonna play off stream. Which one you wanna watch? Because we already watched Hale now. We can watch Gwyn playing. Alex, who you wanna watch? Because you are still with us here. The third cat.
Yeah, I guess we should go watch Riven and Blob.
Riven and Blob? Cool.
Yeah.
So, Blob and Riven gonna play on stream, and Koval and Hale gonna play off stream.
Alright, I pinged him.
Okay, so we waiting.
Watching someone miss those slashes, it kind of fills me with joy though, because you know how many times I've played against people who, when I play my Tono, they say like, "Oh, your character's so fucked up. You just do those slashes and backdash and do those slashes and backdash. You can't do anything." And I'm like, dude, on Whiff, they've got like, oh fuck, how many frames of recovery? Enough frames of recovery that it's not like easy to whiff punish, but like, you know, it's very, very fucking doable. Let me see this shit. Like on Whiff, okay, 12 frames of recovery. It's not.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
That can be kind of fucked up. But I mean, here's the thing: is that okay? So it's 12 frames of recovery, but you have the 11 frames of startup and the 15 frames of activity to kind of process what's happening. So I feel like if you see slashes come out and you've processed, I'm not gonna get hit by that. You can punish them. I like Aoko's not super great at carrying her momentum into her normals, but even then, I don't have too hard of a time punishing people who whiff that move with Tono. But I don't know. So I don't know. It's somewhat validating, I guess, to see a move like that get thrown out and see it actually get punished, because it's like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. You can consistently whiff punish some moves like that. It's like when people go like, "Oh, Aoko's orbs, you can't punish those," and it's like, yeah, they're 81 frames. Just totally can.
You sync up.
I see. I don't know. I mean, those ones are definitely easier to whiff punish than Tonos, because I do think they actually have way more recovery than Tonos. I think they have like 22 frames of recovery, and I just checked that Tonos has like 12. So yeah, they do have double the recovery frames, but still, I definitely think that like it's harder. It's hard. I'm still thinking it is hard to punish Tonos because he can also do the longer ones. Then maybe you dash into him, so there is a bit of a mind game to it, but you know, I played against fucking K-pop. K-pop will regularly punish me for shitty orb placements, and he'll regularly punish my Tono slashes too. So, you know, I'm not crazy. You can punish that shit. Alright, I'm
expecting that. Yeah, I'm sick too. They can play.
Yeah, I'm playing since 2006?
I think it's 2006, he said last time. I mean,
yeah,
if he will...
But man, this matchup on the screen is actually horrible for both players. If Ryubi can get it in, he can just constantly deal damage, and with F-Vaki's low, if as keep her, it's pretty bad. But then, as long as F-Vaki can get a single shot on F-Ryogi, she will just take a load of fucking damage.
Yeah, except for Yugi's got one of those low health values too. It's not as low as Aki's, but it is still pretty low. With Aki's high health value, she does get a lot of that out of a character like Ryugi. Especially since Ryugi can't really regain health, yeah? But then, like, so you said if Ryugi gets in, though, Ryugi can just do tons and tons of damage to Aki. So what do you mean by that? Because most Ryugi players say that it's impossible.
Because off confirm like 2B, you can easily get to a point where you can take a big chunk of damage, and from there, if you get them in the corner, you can start adding in loads of pressure, and you can just start doing safe jumps and such. And F-Vaki it's very hard for it to get out.
I see.
This, in my opinion, F-Vaki has much more of an advantage, because as long as she gets a hit, she can start going into flip loops.
Well, so in neutral though, who'd you say have the advantage? Because Ryugi does have the advantage of having normals that do hit above her, which means that Aki, who's generally a character who, that's not going to hit, but it is going to get you around.
I'd say, probably F-Vaki, because as long as Ryugi is close enough, she is not a threat. Because Ryugi, she only has one knife, and if she throws it away, she has to pick it back up.
I see. And I guess the normals that hit above don't do that much for you if, like, you know, Puffball brings her up so high you can't get hit. And even then, a lot of times with the extent of hurt boxes Ryugi has, you'll just find yourself getting hit by the Puffball or whatever other option Aki has. She's a much
This
more
was
mobile
actually not a good thing, doing the 2-3-6. XP Ender in the air was not a good idea because that gave distance to Efaki.
I see. Well, maybe he was looking for something really big brain. Now it's just because he's playing differently than you. Maybe he's got some secret Ryugi tech, huh? You ever think of that? Well, yeah, I sense the disagreement there. All right, your lack of comment speaks volumes.
And the Speedy Dojo?
Oh, that's true. I think that's specifically an H hockey technique though, or H Ryugi technique. I think that's specifically an H Ryugi technique. I don't think Speedy has any secret dark arts when it comes to what's her fucking name, Ryugi.
Froggy.
There we go, going in for that stagger push. Like you can see what I'm talking about earlier when I was talking about how Ryugi gets like this kind of like distance frame advantage because she's so far out, but she can still hit you.
Now the
Ryugi. It'd be difficult for you to do.
Messed up with head loops.
Counter hitting off the puff while coming down. Gonna dash in on top. They both dash into each other. Ryugi does have this longer normal, so she is able to kind of wall Aki out. Catches Aki's land, and we don't pushing buttons. He's full moon character. You just get your full moon. You can land and push buttons, huh? That's it. You're taking a lot of damage. Putting down to the corner. One more hit that isn't a throw is probably gonna do it. Jumps and drifts back, probably trying to bait something, and sees the dash in, dashes himself backwards, and catches her out. Unfortunately, though, like I've said in the past, Ryugi does have multi-hitting normals. Well, her longest normals are multi-hitting, which means that she can't confirm off counter hits very easily. And right there, you saw the downside of it. If she was a character who didn't, if that move didn't multi-hit, Ryugi would have won the match right there. Unfortunately, though, it does multi-hit, so she's unable to pick up on it with a counter hit. She's not F4, unfortunately. It comes down on top, hits Ryugi with the overhead. It's a counter hit. Ryugi trying to anti her, goes in to charge a bit of meter. You're not going to get too much meter off, though, and you're not going to go into max this game, though. So you could make the argument that that was a bit of a risky play, but you could have gotten distance. But I'm not a Ryugi expert, so I wouldn't know. Gets caught out by the pillar on the ground, and that is going to be the end of round 1, going in Vyaki's favor right there.
I feel like Gwyn is not doing his pit. Like, he was always going
not
for
doing
the
this
pit.
much.
Yeah, he does
Because
like...
play against him, as soon as I block, he manages to get a pit loop and just destroy my guard.
Oh yeah, he do that a lot.
Or when he gets into the pit loop and he gets an actual fucking hit, he just gets rid of like 3/4 of Ryogi's health.
I mean, he does like with like multi character, because it's just like 7k. If you are good with like doing pit loops, I think you can do like 7 to 8k damage.
Like it's thrown, is he gonna catch him on the landing? That is gonna be enough to kill OTG. Second round gonna go to Ryugi, and that's gonna be a perfect.
That was risky.
Maybe.
Because if he made it with, he would have been screwed so bad.
But it didn't.
Just leaving Efaki alive in this matchup is not ideal.
I mean, he rolled the dice to get the
that's what I was
magic
gonna
25.
Say, like it was risky, but at the same time, leaving Efaki alive in general is risky. Like the character is like fucked up. So if the risk is like I kill her now, or she gets out, or I just
was doing 236C, I would have killed.
Maybe.
But that was a quick round.
On top, though. Hard round for Ryugi. The bottom tier character of F Ryugi.
Yeah, man, the fucking 0 damage character.
You know what's funny? This is K-pop's fault, by the way. The fact that all F Ryugi players think she's the worst character in the game. K-pop one time said, "Man, F Ryugi sucks. Like that's the worst fucking character in the game." And now, whenever F Ryugi players talk, they're always like, "But K-pop said she's the worst in the game, so she's the awful character." Like, yeah, all right, dude, whatever. And I fucking say that like H.R. Oko is the worst character in the game because she's not as good as CNF. That doesn't mean like I'm being hyperbolic, and I'm sure K-pop doesn't think F Ryugi's a good character, but like K-pop has been playing the game long enough. I highly doubt he thinks she's unironically one of the worst characters in the game. Like there are so many other characters that fucking suck. I don't know. Maybe he will type in and be like, actually, I do think she's unironically terrible. And everyone who agrees with me are Chads, and I portray you as the virgin Wojak Gibbons, and I am the Chad Wojak. Therefore, you are incorrect. And I'm like, oh no, he's right. But
the only person you can blame for all this FP talk is the
all these
root of
F-Ryugis. They fucking downplay, and then they downplay, and then people call them out on it, and then everyone's like, yeah, like she's not great. She's easily like lower mid tier, or if you really want to get crazy, like low tier. But then they'll be like, actually, K-pop said she's one of the worst characters. What are you gonna argue with K-pop? You think you like might makes right? I don't think you can beat K-pop, therefore he's right. And it's like, all right, yeah, dude. Everything he says is always 100% correct, and there's no such thing. Like no opinion plays into anything, like at all, ever.
But the root of all this distress is actually just Drake.
No, the root of all this distress is all Ryugi players.
No,
you guys are all gaslighters who pretend
Have you
the character is bad.
seen any new Ryogi players after Drake has left?
Yeah, they show up all the time, and then they go, my character's normals are so bad. Oh. And then someone will be like, oh, my normals, they have longer startup and recovery. It's like, yeah, because they're like twice as big with twice as disjoint as everyone else's. And they're like, oh, but it's just so hard. It's like, dude, your fucking 2B has like 2 more frames of startup than like most characters. Shut the fuck up. Like, my giant disjointed button comes out in 10 frames instead of 8. My character's unplayable. Shut up.
Oh man, but now you.
Oh yeah, you pinged the wrong person. I know the hacker, you pinged the wrong person.
Fucking dumbass. Ake is gonna show up. He's probably like fucking drinking wine because it's weekend. He's gonna be like, why are you pinging me for your shitty tournament? Oh, you said Milky Power was your wife. How is it gonna? How do you think she's gonna feel if when you were calling out her game, you had Aka on the mind? Well, yeah, but I don't forget her name. I don't think of Aka when I'm about to watch my waifu in action.
It's nothing I can do when I love.
Waifu?
It's nothing I can do when I love both of them.
I see.
When I need to love top players, so I can get.
It looks like I'm not synced up yet, but it looks like
It feels like you go up to that ass. Asses will leak some of their power into him.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Only logical.
Alright, I'm synced. You guys good?
I'm waiting for a second. Yeah, I'm synced too. I can go. I think? No, maybe not. Still fucking zooming.
Alright, tell me when you're good to go and I'll send a message.
Yeah, we good. I think we good.
Alright.
I feel like this matchup is on the ground. Reese will have a lot of control, but if it gets too much in the Reese will struggle quite a bit.
Well, this match is miserable for Miyako in general. Like,
I mean, Miyako just need to jump around and
just jump around. Easier said than done. Reese outclasses Miyako both in the air and on the ground. But the one thing Miyako's got going for her is that her JC is a very active button. With not like the most amazing disjoint, but a very meaningful disjoint. So a lot of this matchup I find is going to be a lot of Miyako trying to stay above Reese, if they're in the air, trying to stay above Reese and aim for extended hurt boxes. Like that is really all Miyako has going for at this point, because Reese's buttons are just so much bigger and so much more disjointed. The only thing Miyako's got going for her here is that she's going to have to hit extended hurt boxes. Or get in on top of the reach.
You'll see that Reese can do a DP, and Miyako will have to try and aim to go behind that DP where it doesn't hit.
Kind of hear it going for some purge, but you gotta be careful. Those high Bs are really, really hard to whip punish. It's almost impossible to whip punish. It's doable, but it's very difficult just because of how disjointed it is. The amount of recovery, for how big it is, and how big Miyako's normals are, the amount of recovery that move has, it is really, really, really hard for Miyako to get in and whiff punish. Not even whiff punish, but like let alone pressure. If the character had a run, she could run in through it if she didn't think she could get a whiff punish and at least start pressure, but she can't even get away with that. She has to, because she's only got a dash, right? So like maybe you could argue she should try to IAD, but even then the amount of start that's gonna have. There we go, there was what I'm talking about. Hitting the extended hurt boxes right. They're throwing out the really, really active normals and catching Reese trying to use a JB early. You're gonna cross up Reese, put her down into the corner. And there we go. First round, gonna go to the H Miyako right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. You have to aim for those extended hurt boxes. If you can't get in, and Reese is sitting at distances where you can't have your normals reach, since Miyako's got that like syndrome of having B buttons that are like the same size as her A buttons, you have to swing early and you have to swing for extended hurt boxes. You can't swing where Reese is, because if you're that close, Reese is already swung and you're already getting hit or you're already blocking something. Reese side swaps right there, ends up hitting Miyako, bringing her over all the way to the other corner. Miyako, or Reese, jumping in on top. Miyako respecting it a bit, but there we go. Gets cut out in the air. Reese not able to get a big confirm off it though. Milky putting Reese over to the corner, grabbing with these 5Bs, going for a pile bunker, but again, Miyako's just normals aren't big enough to punish him. Tries to jump out, but the pile bunker is air unblockable, so it is going to catch Miyako. Jumping out over the top, trying to get with the cross-up button, but unfortunately has to jump a second time to avoid getting anti-aired. Is going to get swept by Reese and brought over to the second corner. Second round going to go to Milky Power on the Reese right there. Alright, here we go. Last round coming up. Reese jumping up, immediately getting hit by Miyako. And there we go, Miyako side-swapping Reese on the downside. Miyako going into heat right now, so Oytsu is going to be able to have something, have the what's it called? Well, I was going to say, he is going to have the heat to get a little dangerous. But no, and yeah, there you go, right, Haku. That's for breakfast, the left, right, and Reese isn't going to be able to block it properly. Going to be all the way in the other corner. Full corner carry right here. What is this OP character? Gets full corner carry off of every hit. Oh, man, getting with an empty jump low. Reese trying to jump out or block a little high to catch something and just not able to get it. Miyako is going to get a perfect right there for the first round. And let me see the bracket. This isn't a winner. This is, so this should be first to three because it's winner.
Yes, it's first to three. I already said that. Wait, what did I fucking press?
Milko trying to kind of keep this distance right here. Reese going in. Pile bunker, that is the... see, even Oytsu gets hit by that. We're all... Like, one of the most veteran players around, and even he gets hit by that stupid fucking charge pile bunker move. Like, that thing hits everybody. It's fucking stupid. Oytsu jumping in. There we go, getting sent to hurt box, catching with the early JA coming out on top of Reese, but he's not able to get too much out of it right here.
Names on screen were wrong.
Yeah, I know. Give me a
Pile bunker
second.
coming out, putting the Miyako over to the other side of the map. And there we go for the stagger pressure, redashing, and there we go. Goes for a shimmy right there. Miyako ends up getting caught out. Not sure if she was trying to go for a shield or a mash or what, but is going to get caught out by the shimmy. Milky doing a really good job shimming because she sees that Oytsu is actually going to try to break throws. There's not a lot of people who actually do try to break throws in Melty. Most people just try to jump out. So shimmying, you don't see it a lot in Melty, but you can tell that Milky has kind of seen how Oytsu's playing on defense. She sees that he's respecting, and she sees that, okay, he actually is going to break some throws here and there. So that means shimmying is actually an effective tactic, and it's worked the 2 times that she's done it. So probably going to keep doing it. Oytsu's going to have to either maybe get a little more aggressive or act a little bit sooner with more evasive moves. Or he can just cross her up and then put her in the corner right here. 3.4k damage, and Milky already going to have to take a mix-up. It is going to be on the left side, cross up, not able to hit her, and jumping up in the air, getting with a counter hit with JB, like directly under her, so it's kind of a crossing a button. So, you know, you can just kind of get in the general vicinity. You don't really need to aim it. And there we go. Comes with the early JC, hit the extended hurt box out of Reese, pushing buttons 3 times in a row. Like, pushing buttons, huh? Like, Johnny pushing buttons? No, Papa. Oh, why are you counter hit, Johnny? That's what I thought. I don't know how that fucking song goes. And then Miyako instantly getting with the dash in low on Reese, putting her in the corner, bringing her up, taking her back down. What are we going to get out of a mix-up out of it? Bouncing off the ground. Damn, another taking her back down. What kind of mix-up are we going to get? No real mix-up. Super jumps up with the JC, keeping it active. Unfortunately, because of that landing, Reese is going to be able to get an arc drive and throw Miyako all the way into the other side of the map. Miyako, there's the throw break right there. And Reese thinking, I should have shimmy. What am I doing? I'm such a fool. Goes in for the overhead and ends up getting shielded on the attempted follow-up. And Miyako out of the corner now. Unfortunately, Reese is going to empty jump low, and that will open Miyako up, putting her down in the corner. High pile bunker. Miyako is going to block this time. Trying to find something. There we go. Goes in for a super hop, but not able to get in on top of Reese. The normals are just like too big coming out. There we go. Miyako's got the kind of distance she wants to. She's in, but no, has to back out a little bit. Not able to get too much off it. Look for another opening on extended hurt box, and there it is. The extended hurt box comes out. Pushing buttons, huh? Miyako's up in the air before you, and you're pushing buttons. I didn't think so. Unfortunately, though, Miyako not able to keep the pressure up as Reese is going back out of the corner. Reese tries to punish Miyako's roll, but she is going to get shielded as she's not quite on point, and there is Miyako is going to recover. With Reese in the corner right now, Miyako goes for a high empty jump, and Reese just going to mash that out. Both characters about 1 hit away from death. Miyako doesn't have any meter, though, and Reese with 100 meters, she could... I don't know, fucking... What does Reese do with 100 meters? She fucking pile bunkers through dumb shit. Unfortunately, though, gonna get counter hit out of a shield right here. Miyako doesn't have the health advantage. With 10 seconds left, she's got to do something risky to get in, though, because there's the risky move, the risky play. Shields brings Reese up, and now she's just gonna roll away, I would imagine. Like, get out of here, get out of here. Oh, there goes... Top the shield gets hit, but Reese's shield is like a stomach punch, so it's just too low to actually hit Miyako. Miyako is going to come out on top of that, despite the fact that Milky has the right read. Your character's holding you back. You're your shitty character. 2 rounds going to go to Oytsu right here, and immediately crossing Reese up in the air, trying to go for a shield, but Reese misses her button, and Oytsu's sitting there thinking, how do you miss a button that big? And I'm lucky I didn't get punished, because my shield was on point. Look at this fucking idiot. Bringing him up, taking him back down. 2.9k, trying to dash in, but ooh, no, Reese is going to be mashing out right there. Not in a bad way. That was a good mashup, because it did check Oytsu's dash up. Oytsu in the corner right now, taking this Reese pressure, about to get guard broken, but he is able to jump out using those high jumps Miyako's got. Staying above, swinging early to try to get those extended hitboxes, not quite able to get him. He is going to sweep Reese, bring her down. The hop, or not the hop, the stomp is going to get her, bringing her up. He's going to go for a second stomp when he goes into heat, and that is going to give her 3.4k damage. Goes in for the mix-up, thinks he's going to be on the left, but she's actually on the right side. Tricky Miyako. Yeah, Miyako, that tricky Miyako, like I'm Gollum over here. Trixie Miyako players is, not able to get the kill, though, because Reese is going to burst out. And there we go. Gets her with a poke, but Reese has her work cut out for her. And yeah, a fast dash with Miyako hits the extended hurt box of Reese trying to poke, and Reese is going to end up going down right there. First round going to go to Oytsu. Reese trying to find her way in, but it's just gonna be a bit hard. Oytsu's kind of like... Reese has her moments where she's kind of got stuff on lock, but Miyako able to just kind of run away, gets in, and like she's having a really hard time keeping her out. But unfortunately...
It's like a fly.
Like big head, yeah, no, but she does jump so high that she really is. Like, I remember when I first played against K-pop's Miyako, I was like, dude, like, you're always above me somehow. I said, does Miyako jump higher than characters or something? What the fuck? And I was just, like, venting frustrations, and K-pop went, oh yeah, she does jump higher. And I went, wait, seriously? He's like, oh yeah, no, she totally does. It's like, wait, you thought you were just, like, crazy? I'm like, yes! I was just frustrated. I thought, like, how are you always out of my reach in the air? He's like, oh, because she's, like, she jumps higher than you. That's why, you idiot. But anyway, coming down to the top, crossing up Reese, bringing her over into the corner, 3.5k damage, bringing her down 3.6k damage. My apologies. Reese is going to jump out, and Miyako is going to keep her in an air block string, turn that into a grounded block string, and catch Reese out with some stagger pressure. Reese about one hit from death. Miyako going to block the overhead. Block both the overhead since the one time he got hit. I'm not going to call for it this time, but there we go. Jumps up in the air, catches with an air throw about a millimeter off the floor. Good read on the air throw. Gumming in, whiff punch. I don't know if that was a whiff punch or what, but the shimmy coming out, slides in. Goes with the OTG, doesn't get anything. Shield brings Reese up, side swaps Reese, bringing her down to the corner. Is it going to be enough to kill, though? Oh, unfortunately, Reese takes out of the air just high enough that Miyako is able to reach, but one hit will end up doing this. Miyako looking for that, just one hit's all she needs. Looks for a cross-up or an extended hurt box, and there it is. Miyako does a rising JB, and the extended hurt box comes out of Reese, trying to poke her, and Oytsu is going to take all three of those games on top of Milky Power. It's rough. That's rough to deal with, man. That's a hard character to have to deal with. A little fucking monkey. And Oytsu does a really, really, really good job of aiming for those extended hurt boxes. Like, it's insane. Every time Reese gets hit, you might think to yourself, like, oh man, how is Reese getting hit? Like, her normals are so big, but like, Oytsu knows the range where the extended hurt boxes are. Like, he gets close, right? And you think, oh, Oytsu's so close. He could get aggressive right here, but he doesn't get aggressive. Instead, he maintains that distance right outside of his own normals range. And you might see that, and you think, like, what is he doing? He's just jumping and swinging. What's he doing? He's nowhere near Reese. He's nowhere near Reese. Why is he like just swinging like that? And he's aiming for those extended hurt boxes. He's waiting for Reese to think that this is her opening right here, right now. And then she jumps up, swings, and just the tip, just the tip. Oytsu's ready to fucking hit it, and then thanks.
Losers round 4 on stream. Gonna be 2 games. 2 games.
You're gonna do both loser round 4? Okay. So,
no, there is one. Hey,
I see what you're talking about. Yeah, Hale versus Blob. Did you already ping him? Or are they in game?
They already posted the RP.
Righto.
Make sure to let him know.
I'm gonna connect, but then I have to go pee really bad, so I'll let you guys commentate. This is what's nice about 3 people being here, is that I can just like go take a piss. I'm trying to connect still, though.
So we're not gonna wait for you.
Yeah, you don't need to wait for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool seeing Oytsu fight Milky. I remember Milky played against my Tono one time, and I just lost completely. And I was like, I beat Milky with my Aoko. How did I lose that hard with my Tono? It didn't even go slightly even. Like, that was like a 10-0 sweep. That was fucked up, and Oytsu helped me out. I was asking like, Oytsu, what can I do? And he said, you gotta treat that matchup like it's a Miyako matchup. And he explained how you deal with that matchup when you're Miyako. So it was cool to finally see Oytsu actually playing Miyako in that matchup, and I can go, oh, I just gotta be Miyako, but I'm Tono. Alright, I gotta pee.
And here we go. On the
right
side we have a Blob with a full moon, Vampire Akiha, and H Nanaya from Hale. Yeah, I'm saying they can play. I just wonder why Hale is picking fucking H Nanaya. From all Nanayas he played, he decided to pick the H today.
And honestly, I have no idea what H Nanaya does.
I mean, he does damage, that's for sure. Have a Donkey Kick.
That's a given.
Yeah, he do a Donkey King. I think he's 236 C is Insanity Plus. He has some like cool frame traps. I think overhead. That's all. I don't really know. No one plays fucking H Nanaya. There was one player, Kamil, I think, who played H Nanaya. And he stopped playing.
Okay, he's going.
Some random scramble in the air. Lows. Going for the pillar and pit loops.
Damn, pit loops.
Did fucking wrong, so they're on block now. Fucking bunker
gets out.
Some pressure, DP missing.
Gets out,
and here we go, above it. So low series, combo for 3.7k. That's a good damage. Puffball. And we're going back to neutral. A pit loop.
And back to pits.
4k pit loop to another combo. 7, 9, 3.1k. Random scramble. And miss a golden throw, letting for a win to Blob. A classic Melty, jump around, throwing fucking jumping C's, a weird pit on the ground but giving 4.5k damage. A wake up DP. I guess Hale is insanely drunk, because when he is drunk he always do wake up DPs. A puffball for 3.6k. These puffballs are fucking insane. They are adding like 1 to like 1.5k damage.
Both now fishing for hit. Bursts out. Goes into throw, is trying to get a mix, doesn't manage to get a confirm.
donkey kick,
Yeah.
a puff ball,
Puff ball.
and we go in for a lows, double puff ball, jumping B, I think. And this should be a game. Yes, it is a game. First game going to Blob. Hale losing. Trying to throw those weird DPs. Those DPs will not be for his favor, because the H-Naya DPs are like straight line grounded. They're pretty fucking... yeah. They're almost like... I think only A is like the horizontal one. The rest is donkey kicks. And those donkey kicks don't really work versus like V Akiha. Because she always is above you, and you mostly wanna anti-air her.
He has long 2A, also slow, and he has Ninai DP.
But he have a great
His
damage.
DP is normal.
It's 2-1 for him.
2-1.
Oh, so he don't have the fucking weird series, whatever. Oh yeah, that's
And
it.
he shields and gets a DP off it.
With all the fucking the same DP looking moves. And Miro's last.
And Hale takes the round.
Okay, I'm back. What I miss? What's going on?
What you missed?
You missed
Win one for this round.
game, and Hale
Looks like
took
Hale's
one.
coming back though.
Yeah.
Oh, ends up missing his air throw. There we go, shielding the pillars and slicing through. Those pillars are really, really inconsistent to shield. It's super annoying. I hate them. Aki players gaslight. They tell you, no, shielding those pillars is definitely a good idea. But I remember asking Ofan one time, and I was like, Ofan, what am I supposed to do against Aki? Because they always tell me to shield the pillars. But the pillars feel super inconsistent. And Ofan said if they feel inconsistent, shield it's because they are. He's like, I don't know why Aki players tell you it's a good idea to do that, but you, or F Aki players tell you to do, or V Aki players tell you to do that, but you shouldn't fucking do that. But I mean, hey, if you shield him and it gets through, it works for you. It works. That's all that matters. Like being able to, like, look, there goes. Probably because he's DPing. When you have a character that can't DP through like that, sometimes you're like at the whim of whether or not the shield will actually shield the second hit, or if it'll fucking like counter hit you. But no, like, oh, man, shielding those pillars is super inconsistent. I hate it. It's so annoying.
I mean, because those pillars are like different, but you can charge it, and it looks a little bit weird. It's like goes like double way, I guess.
Wow, he just ran away with this round. Jesus Christ!
Dang. The Hananaya damage.
What was he even like mixing up with? I was like, I brought myself a snack on the way back, so I was like eating a snack and listening to what you were saying, Hawk, and I glanced back and she's just fucking dead. What happened? They like fast fall her 3 times in a row?
No. That's the damage.
No? What happened?
It's a fucking Nanaya damage.
You didn't just kill her in one hit. What do you mean he did damage? Like, well, what? Yeah.
I mean, he did a DP combo for 5k. Like,
Well, yeah,
what
okay,
do you
he has to do,
expect?
like 3 times to kill her. Aki's got more than just 10,000 HP.
Yeah. Just
What do you mean? Yeah, like, okay, alright.
I mean,
You're saying it as much
what
as
you want me
I
to
was,
say?
like, eating, like, I wanted to tell me how she got hit 3 times. That's what I wanted.
I don't know, man. I don't remember that, man. Who fucking cares? Died, she died, lol. Probably mashing. Like, whatever you can expect.
Yeah, you're right. There was no mix-ups at all. There we go. Oh, DP hits with 1 hit, but unfortunately he's not Tono. He will. And Cassie's trying to push buttons on reacting though. Oh no, she is gonna jump over the top of that. She's gonna air throw him on the way down. No, she's just gonna punch him. Damn, that was actually sick. Fucking, I thought the punish was gonna miss, but
Hananaya
look at this dude just DPing every time. But you know, I kind of don't mind. Like normally when I see Nani just DP like a madman, and then they like hit someone, I think to myself, fucking Nania doing stupid DPs. Funny DP, man, huh? But when I see it happen to Efiaki, I go, yeah, no, I like that. That's fine. I'm okay. Keep going, funny DP, man. Backdash, and he gets caught by the 5B, and that is going to be the end of him, yeah. Man, Efiaki's crazy. Her dash 5B will actually catch backdash. Like, because you know how, like, normally when people backdash, you want to, like, 2A, 2C? Efiaki is pretty crazy because her 5B does that. So she's got F-Moon fucking frame data on a 5B that catches backdashes, which means if she just meaties you with that fucking 5B, it's like she gets to start pressure as if like it didn't get hampered by having to throw a sweep out, but she also catches things that sweeps could normally catch. Like, fucking, who thought that was a good idea, huh?
I don't know. This character is retarded, man.
You should send a letter to French Fred, let him know. Maybe they'll patch it in the next version.
Oh yeah.
Milky and Blob rematch, damn.
Yeah. I wonder who's gonna win this time. I kinda hope Blob gonna spam more pit loops.
I don't. That's fucking... I hate watching people get fucking hit with pit loops by Aki. It makes me mad. It upsets me. It's like watching people get hit by a Nero Snake after hitting Nero, or like watching someone launch Nero and then have to block the deer 3 times and now they're taking a 50-50 because he has a JB, and it's like, oh, I had the audacity to fucking like get hit by a Nero summon that never goes away. Oh, I fucked up. It makes me angry. It makes me mad.
I'm Synax. Are you Synax too?
Yeah, I'm Synax too.
Yeah, cool. Alex?
What?
Yeah, what? Okay, we good. We can go. We can play. Who cares about Alex, lol? Fuck the minors. Who cares? Let's go. When you can play.
You have to probably ping him, don't you?
Do I?
I mean, I don't assume the people are playing. I don't assume that the people who are playing are watching my stream. Because if I play in a tournament, I don't watch the stream. I mean, I watch other people's games. I always turn stream off.
Definitely listens. Still also typing in the chat during while he's playing.
So immediately, alright, I gotta, give me a sec. I'm eating my snacks, and now I'm getting burpy as well. Oh, I'm so full of fucking, like, hot air. Like, who's surprised, right? Man, already almost dead, and then try to go in for a pile bunker, ends up not gonna hit though, and there's the counter hit, and yeah, there we go, immediately dead. Yeah, fuck, the amount of damage Reese does, and, like, the patience Milky Power, like, showed at the very start. Like, I remember when Gwyn was very, very, very first playing Milky Blood. Aka told me, like, there's this F-Vaki going around. It's actually pretty good for a new player. And I played against him, and I said, he's pretty good for a new player, but at the same time, he's got F-Vaki syndrome. Whereas he doesn't actually try to win. He just buzzes around like a fly, and then, like, hopes that, like, you run into his dumb shit. Because she's F-Vaki, and she doesn't need to do anything. She can just hope that you don't know how to deal with her well enough to win. She doesn't actually need to know how to win. She just needs to, like, hope that you don't know how to win.
Yeah,
right?
that was a fucking
And he's gotten a lot better since then. He doesn't just do that anymore. But at the same time, I kind of saw a glimpse of it right there, where the round starts and he just immediately jumps, uses both of his air dash, and then uses, like, puffball. And the whole time he's doing that, Milky doesn't take a single step. She just stoically sits there and then punishes the landing. And it's like, yeah, if you just jump around like a retard and flail your arms, you're gonna get hit. And I think that kind of knocks some sense into Gwyn. Like, the second he got hit by that and then took, like, 90% of his HP, he was like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? And now he's awake, though. Look, now he's awake. He's moving around a lot more. He's landing these counter hits. He's spacing himself right. He's awake now, but in that first round, I think he kind of went into a trance, like the F-Vaki trance, and he fell a bit of asleep. And now, I'm gonna punish that. You can't just steal my pillar, idiot. Oh, gets DP'd, but that's alright. He's got a pretty good health advantage still. No, Milky not able to pick up on it, and Gwyn, gonna get a good scrambled hit right there, but not able to actually, like, pick up on it. In the corner right now, and he blocks it high, but he doesn't mash out well enough. Again, Milky doesn't have a buffer window, so even if you are, like, +1, capitalizing on being +1 isn't always easy. You know, it doesn't have a nice big buffer window like a lot of fighting games do. So being +1 sometimes being +1 just isn't enough. He is able, though, to carry the momentum he used to get out of the corner and take Reese down for the first round. Reese immediately standing still, trying to, like, repeat what happened last time, but this time he comes down to JC on top of Reese rather than far away. I'm not gonna let you do the same thing to me twice. See, I'm not falling asleep, I'm awake. You wanna take 20% of your health in pit loops? Yeah, how about another 40% of your health in pit loops? Oh, yeah, like, jumping up in the air, but Reese is gonna Rising JA hit her, but she's about to run out of health, and she doesn't really have any meter, and then, yeah, you can't just swing buttons at Aki in the air unless you know she's gonna land, because she has the ability to control ground space from the air, and she doesn't lose her air movements when she does it either, so she can do it very, very, very risk-free if she still has air movement, which she did.
Really high
so
fucking damage characters.
Well, yeah, high damage characters, yeah. I was gonna say that everyone's a high damage character when F-Vaki gets involved, but Reese is also, yeah, a very high damage character in general. Trying to get a backdash, but the 285B is able to catch her. She is airborne, though, so Reese not able to get a ton off of it. But Aki already down to about half her health. Counter hits off of a pillar, but not able to get anything off it. Reese in the corner tries to jump out. Aki jumping up, taking her back down with a puffball, 3k damage, and going in for another puffball. Reese respecting it, and that's just going to get you thrown. What are you doing respecting? Tries to go in for, whoa, Reese is mashing, but Aki, like, has her back turned. Like we're playing Fight Angel over here. Aki with the back turned airborne stance. Unfortunately, a little bit too cocky for his own good. The back turn stance doesn't work out for him, and Reese is able to punish, put him in the corner, but Vyaki will check Reese's redash. Reese DPs through the pillar, gets it with a Rising JB in the first round. Gonna go to Reese. Close round though. Close round. I really thought Reese was dead when she dropped that combo in the corner, but oh, he's coming back from it. Aki immediately punishing Reese's landing. Trying to push buttons when you land? Yeah, just because you got no land recovery, you can push buttons. Idiot. Shield my pillar? Yeah, I don't think so. Coming out on the right side. Oh, getting a little too cocky over here. F-Aki getting knocked back down into the corner. Counter hit with Reese coming in with a very, very active JB on the way back down. Charges a little bit, see what Aki's gonna do, and just fucking, like, meterless. That's not even a DP, it's just like a meterless move she threw out. And Reese not meeting, so Aki is gonna get out of it for free. Look at that. Jumping up in the air again, hitting with another counter hit. Only 3.3k damage for the high damage character that Reese apparently is. These air hits aren't confirming and as much damage as she'd probably like. If it was F-Tono, now these would each be doing about 5k. You know, maybe 4k actually, because reducing F-Tono is pretty fucking easy to do. But there we go. Goes for the DP. Aki blocks it and thinks, yeah, another pillar. But uh-oh, Reese has got 100 more meter, fool. And that move is, I don't know, dude, I think Reese's fucking 2-3-6C is plus on block. I don't actually think you can like punish that move if you block it. So Aki blocking it and thinking like, yeah, oh, it's safe. What's F Reese gonna do? The same move again? And Milky's like, yeah, yes, I will be doing the same move again.
That's a interesting change.
I've never seen this matchup at all.
I played versus Blob.
Our CL. Why does Gwyn play the most? I'm not gonna say the most boring characters, but what is it? What like? Yes, I like Aki, the character who does infinites and you don't get to play when she hits you. And then it's like, oh, okay. What else do you play? I like
it seems like he doesn't like his opponent playing.
Why doesn't he doesn't like his opponent playing? Why doesn't Gwyn just go play like a PvE game? Like just go play like Devil May Cry or something if you're gonna play fucking Aki and like FPCL. Like I sure do enjoy playing this 2-player game and then like making it so my opponent doesn't play. That's so much awesome fun. I mean, whatever. I mean, a lot of people hate AOK, so, I mean...
Our opponents never should be able to play video games. No, in my fucking game!
I mean, hey, people are into what they're into, and they're good characters, so I can't knock him, but man, I have a very, like, specific hate for those characters, just because they just don't feel like 2-player characters, like, often enough for it to be like, what the fuck are we even doing, dude? It's like, man, I fucking hate it. Going into Blood Heat immediately, it looks like fucking Milky's getting a little bit cocky here. Is she gonna try to go for a last arc or just a single confirm to arch drive? No, she's gonna go straight arch drive. I guess she's getting a little cocky. She really thinks that Gwyn PCL can't actually beat her, and she's gonna get... Again, cocky, do some dumb shit, and there comes the DP. Yeah, Gwyn's, the PCL is looking like it needs a little bit more practice, because the fucking, what's his nuts?
He played H before. I played versus his H.
H might have done a bit better against Reese. I don't know. I think H has got a much better area control kind of ability in neutral with the what's it called? With the lightning bolt. But at the same time, it's not like the same time.
Is this an escape?
You say it's got better area control with the lightning, but like most PCLs are just gonna dragoon jump everywhere anyway. No, I mean I'm talking shit about Gwyn. No shade towards Gwyn. He's a really good player. I talk shit about his characters, but you know, hate the game, not the player. Everyone always gives me shit and says I bully Nero players. No, I don't bully Nero players. I just talk shit about Nero, and Nero players get their feelings hurt. I've never said anything bad about Nero players, but I do say many bad things about Nero.
It was 2-3. They supposed to play.
No, it wasn't.
It's frozen here.
I mean, yeah, it's still frozen for me, but. I think they did 2 games. Didn't Milky win the first 2?
No. I'm pretty sure Milky won 2, right?
I'm sure Milky won 2, and then Gwyn swapped to the PCL, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember first game.
But anyway, yeah. So I'm not talking shit about Gwyn. I know I spent the whole fucking game talking shit about Aki and PCL. I'm not talking shit about Gwyn. Gwyn is a cool guy. As a person, I respect Gwyn, and as a player, he's a strong player, and I have a lot of respect for him. But I don't like his characters. I fucking hate his characters, alright? But you know, hate the game, not the player. Hate the game, not the player. Yeah, I hate PCL, and I hate Aki. But I think Gwyn's a cool guy.
He's cool.
He's a cool guy. I've got nothing bad to say about him. He's never been anything but nice.
True. Actually true.
But now he's gonna have to go and make the Aki, therapy Discord because Gibbons bullied him in his character. Like the Nero players. They had to go make a therapy Discord because of
what do you mean Nero trauma support group?
Yeah, the Nero trauma
support group. You want to link the Discord?
You'd think the Nero trauma support group would be for people who played against Nero, but it's actually for people who I made fun of for playing Nero.
Not really.
I don't think people actually fucking care. Sorry,
I don't think there's any Nero players in there.
I don't think they care. I think no one actually care. Any fucking Nero player don't care.
Well, yeah, of course they don't fucking care.
At this point,
you have to not give a shit what people think about the character you're playing to play a character like Nero or Zero or Hime. Like that comes with the territory of playing the character. You cannot play those characters and care what people think about you because you won't fucking survive if you do. It's the same, like, a lot of high and top tier characters are like that. Same thing with Kohaku, same thing with Aoko, same thing with fucking, I don't know any other, like, maids, I guess. Like, you can't play top and high tier characters and care what people think about you. Because if you do, you're not going to survive. Because no one ever has anything nice to say or fun to say about playing against good characters. Like,
it's either BG's or fuck character.
BG's
that's what everyone types afterwards.
So this is grand finals, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good to go whenever you guys are. We're gonna get Oytsu on the P1 and Milky Power on the P2, with the F Reese and Oytsu gonna be on the H Miyako. first to 3, and Oytsu is in winner's bracket, which means, what's her name? Milky's gonna have to come back from this twice.
Yep, we good. We Gucci.
Alright, are you good, Alex?
Yep.
I wonder if Oytsu will want to go for an interview after the games.
You'll have to see.
Damn.
We'll have to see. Alright, here we go on the Cherry Blossom stage, a lot of people's favorites. Do you have stage animations on yours?
Yep.
No.
No,
I
you don't?
think so. Yeah, I do.
I do.
Yeah, see, I don't think stage animations work when you play net play, but when you spectate games, they do, and I like the stage animation on this game, it's cool. Oytsu immediately with the back into the corner, but he does have a health advantage versus Reese, so he's just looking for those extended hurt boxes. Just like earlier when we were talking about, he's in, but Reese is the one pressuring, so it's not good for him. Tries to get a back dash, but Reese is going to catch that, putting him in the corner. Goes for a DP. I don't know if that's actually a mirrorless DP or not. I don't know much about the H Miyako and how she differs from the C and F. I know C a bit because Ake has played C against me a bit. But there we go, with the cross-up, ends up hitting Milky Power, but not able to do a ton of damage off it. Milky Power is going to jump out of the corner, come back down, hit Oytsu in the top of the head. 3.8k damage, and he's going to get a mix-up right here. Mashes, but not able to actually get a big confirm off of it. And Oytsu, low health in the mid-screen, and there we go. Milky Power getting really aggressive, just like that pop, just like that flash of power right there, that random offense. Normally she's the one playing defensively, and K-pop is the one trying to find an opening when she's got the health advantage. So he didn't expect Milky Power to come in like that. And when she comes in that fast with such a big normal, catches him out, and it does end up taking the round off him. Right now he's got to play very carefully though. Look, he's just looking for that opening. He's not really swinging or anything. He's just moving, trying to stay at the distance, trying to find the distance he wants to so that he can either hit and extend a hurt box or capitalize if Reese does something stupid. And there we go. There's the capitalization. Goes in for a cross-up. It is going to hit her. 3.9k damage, 4.5k damage, and he's going to put her in the corner. She's going to ground tech, he's going to dash up, he's going to throw that. What are you trying to do? Like, no. You got to respect my air throw. Bringing her up, taking her back down. 2.2k damage. You're going to do it again. Doesn't go for a throw. This time goes for a jump into a JC, trying to catch her, trying to jump out. Unfortunately, doesn't get her, and she is going to get counter hit. Down to the mid screen now. Reese pressuring. Reese isn't max, so she might be able to FRC for that damage back. But no, she's not going to FRC at all. She's going to keep all of this red health right here. She does have another round in case she loses this one. So maybe that's what she's banking on. She doesn't feel like she needs to FRC right there. And she wants to keep the meter for a DP in case Miyako does get in. Here we go, dashing, catching Miyako, trying to dash back up. Miyako is going to burst to avoid the pile bunker. Smart move right there, because that pile bunker hits you, and you are in heat. It really doesn't really matter if you're in heat, because again, a lot of what Reese has is a hit grab, so if the hit grab gets you, you will just die anyway. Oytsu is going to catch Reese out, trying to dash up into him, and that is going to give him the second round. So first game, 1-1. Oytsu on the H Miyako and Milky on the F. Reese immediately pressuring Oytsu this early and just standing there doing nothing, and Oytsu flinches, goes for a throw, trying to maybe catch up a try to go for a throw break, and Reese is not going to quite, well, it's going to punish that, but not a lot of damage, and I'm falling behind, I'm lagging. Goes in for a kick, and it ends up crossing up, but Reese is going to punish the recovery of it, putting Miyako back down into the corner. 4.5k damage, 4.9k damage. Miyako with not much of a health advantage at all. Tries to go for like a bit of a cross up, but it's not quite there. Goes into heat right now. She is going to be able to burst out. There's the burst, but Milky Power is going to attack out, and Miyako goes... So Milky Power goes for the arc drive, and it doesn't end up hitting. Miyako's going to punish that, but unfortunately, yeah, okay, there we go. Milky goes for an empty jump, and Miyako is going to call that out with a two-way on landing, catching her with a, like a low on landing. I don't know that there's a word for that, but that's what it was. It was a low on landing. Goes for the stomp, that is going to be plus. Goes in for a bit of, like, whiff canceling pressure. You think I'm out of here because my button's whipped? Nope, don't think so. Throw you, dash up, and I'm going to challenge that, throw you back out into the mid-screen. First game, going to go to Oytsu on the H Miyako. And keep in mind, Oytsu is in the winner bracket with Milky in the loser, so Oytsu only has to win 2 more rounds, and that's gonna be tournament for Oytsu. Jumping up and immediately trying to catch an extended hurt box, not quite able to get it though, and because of that, Reese is going to be able to aggress on Miyako on landing. Putting Miyako in the corner right here is for a double overhead. Miyako blocks them both, but unfortunately gets swept out by a charge low coming out of Reese. 2.9k damage, and Miyako is gonna jump out, cross up. Reese in the corner now, goes in for a reset, and that is gonna catch Reese out with a low, bringing Reese up, taking her back down. Miyako in heat, so she's gonna get a lot of that health back, and she's gonna be safe from getting hit unless they're in the air and Reese is in a position to get an air throw, but she's gonna use her remaining meter to do a big kick into the air, counter hit Reese in the corner. Reese gonna burst out. Both characters have no meter, and Reese is not gonna be able to recover any health for the rest of this round. So Miyako with the health advantage is looking for an opening, but Reese being aggressive with that 5B takes the health advantage back from Miyako. Unfortunately though, Miyako gonna scoop Reese into the corner. Reese trying to like maybe bait a DP, but it's not gonna happen. Miyako coming up, coming back down. Where's the mix up? Just goes for a sweep, which is gonna get a counter hit, and that is gonna be the end of Reese. First round gonna end up going to Oytsu in game 2. Man, why he keeps round teching, or whatever, she keeps round teching. Sorry, I've used the improper pronouns. I shouldn't use gendered language. I should call everyone rat fucker,
No, man,
right?
you're gonna get me fucking cancelled.
Yeah, maybe you can't. I should call everyone rat fucker. That's a pretty neutral, gender neutral language. But But anyway, comes down with a counter hit on top of Milky Power, bringing her over into the corner, double kicks, 3.8k, 4.3k, 4.5k, and she's going to tech again. Oytsu going to catch up, but he's not going to be able to get a big confirm off it, and Reese Beef is going to dash up, catch Oytsu when he's sleeping, and then go for the overhead. Not able to get it, but Oytsu will slide in with a sweep, catching Reese, but Reese is going to be able to build a bit of distance by rolling backwards, and Oytsu is going to get caught out trying to reaggress. Oytsu taking pressure right now from Reese. The stagger pressure coming out. Reese kind of shimmying a little bit, trying to see what Oytsu's going to do, and he pushes a button, gets counter hit, and like, he's getting caught out by that a lot. It feels like, I don't want to say what told Milky Power what they need to do, right? You know, they gotta, like, yeah, you know, not do it too much, or else Oytsu's gonna start punishing it, but the liberal use of those shimmies really seem to be catching Oytsu out. He's being very respectful of Reese's pressure, and because of that, it's giving Reese the opportunity to just kind of let him kill herself, like, sit there and squirm a little bit for me, and then when he does it, it's almost always a free punish from so far out because of how big Reese's normals are. Jumping around right now, both characters just trying to kind of find an opening in neutral, but not really anyone able to find it. There we go. Oytsu ends up getting a jump in hit, but he's not able to confirm it into a combo. So he's going to back off a little bit. Going into heat, getting a lot of health back, and he does have the health advantage right now. Goes in for a big kick, and unfortunately it misses, and Reese is going to punish that recovery, putting Oytsu all the way back down to the corner. Stagger pressure coming out, and Oytsu is going to jump out in between the gaps, and counter hit Reese coming out of the air. Oytsu bringing Reese over into the corner. No, dropping her down in the mid-screen. What's he going to do out of it? Jumps up and not going to try to hit extended hurt box. Just going to block right there. Reese shields, doesn't catch anything, but Oytsu doesn't punish. And on the other side, tries for a cross-up. Reese catches it, back in the mid-screen right now. Both characters are looking for that opening. Oytsu playing on the back foot, like backing off a little bit. Hits the center hurt box, but not able to get anything off it. And Reese getting some pressure right here, safely ending the string and back in the mid-screen right now. Oytsu getting aggressive, but again, not able to catch her out. He is going to get anti-ed right here by Reese, putting down Miyako back down into the corner, keeping Miyako in the corner with these really, really long normals. Does a neutral jump, catches Miyako on the way down, confirms into a pile bunker, and that is going to be enough explosive damage right in the end to finish Miyako off. 1-1, going to go to a game 3 here in Grand Finals. And Oytsu immediately getting aggressive in the, like, pre-game movement part of it to try to get in on Reese so she doesn't have to kind of play that game where she tries to, like, you know, tries to make a read on what Reese is going to do. Tries to go for a cross-up, and it ends up missing, and Reese going to throw out a button, but Miyako is going to roll back away from it. Another roll out, but there we go. Catches Reese in the air, hitting extended hurt box, going into the corner with a counter hit, bringing her up, taking her back down. We're going to get 3.5k, and then she jumps out of it, though. Oh, Reese jumps out of it. Both characters are she's, you know, so, I mean, who am I really talking about, right? Reese jumps out of it, but unfortunately Miyako is going to catch Reese in the scramble to get out of that corner, and Reese is going to take 4.1k damage to be stuck in. Miyako goes for a mix-up, and Reese, it looks like she's trying to, like, go for an overhead out, try to do something. Maybe thought that Miyako was going to end up on the other side of her. Move comes out, gets caught out in the startup, and that's going to be a perfect for Oytsu coming out in round 2, or game 3 right here. Yeah, game 3, there it is. Going in for a cross-up and not able to quite get it, just a little bit too stubby, and Milky staying above Oytsu right now. There we go. Jumping backwards, swinging. That is going to counter hit Oytsu, putting him over into the corner. And what is he going to do out of this? Goes for a throw break, actually lands it, and then hits the extended hurt box of Reese. And what are you doing? Jumping up, pushing buttons for free? That's not going to happen. Unfortunately, though, gets a little too overzealous with the second jump, and Reese is going to anti-air that, putting Miyako in the corner. Miyako trying to get out over the top of Reese and cross up, jumps a little too far than the cross up, not quite able to reach it. And with Miyako, doesn't have the health advantage right here, so she's going to have to get aggressive on Reese. Reese backing off, as you can see. She knows Miyako has to come to her, and she's just going to kind of try to play these, like, really good, like, try to make a good, like, Okiwaza read on her. But Miyako in right now, pressuring, but not able to get too much off it, and there's a good read coming out of Reese. Jumps up over the top of Miyako, neutral jumps in over the sweep, hits her right in the head with the JC, and the second round is going to end up going to Milky Power. So here we go. Oytsu's going to have to try to take this back. Both characters have a pretty good amount of meter. The health regeneration is going to come into play this round just because of the look at the character's, you know, amount of meter. Unless, of course, Oytsu gets the first hit, in which case HP regeneration isn't going to be a thing. He's just going to meter dump to get 3.7k, go for a mix-up. That does slightly pull you out of the corner, and apparently Milky not ready for the side swap, and goes for a poke on wake-up. Ready, though. Oytsu high jumps over the top of the poke, catches Milky on the way back down, drops his combo in the mid-screen, but Milky Power gets good air throw, trying to catch Oytsu recovering. Unfortunately, though, Milky Power... Alright, does go into Blood Heat, so she is... There's the HP regeneration I was talking about was going to come into play eventually. Brings herself all the way back up to half health and lands one good confirm on Oytsu, and now the massive health advantage that Oytsu did have has been completely lost. Oytsu down to 20 to 10% HP, Milky all the way back, all the way up at 50. Only one more good hit from Milky's going to finish this. If Oytsu's going to need 2 good hits, there was one okay hit, a JA out of the air, not a lot of damage, but she's going to need at least 2 more. Shield, and Reese is going to knock him out of the air. It's going to be enough to kill. No, Reese drops the combo. Oytsu backing up a little bit. One more stray hit's going to get him, and there we go. Gets caught by the overhead on the charged pile bunker. Like I said, that shit catches everyone. You got to be careful about it. And Oytsu gonna end up losing that round. So right now we got Milky Power 2, Oytsu 1. There might be a bracket reset coming into play here. And if a bracket does reset, I wonder if we're gonna see any character swaps. Immediately, though, Oytsu starting the stagger pressure and hitting Reese, bringing her back down to the mid-screen, maybe go for a mix, jumping up over the top of Reese. Reese just kind of whipping A buttons, not really going to punish that with a high jump, so Oytsu is going to back off a little bit, looking for another opening, getting poked out by Reese right here. So there we go, hitting us in a hurt box, but no combo to come out of it. Jumping up in the air, trying to stay above Reese, having a bit of a hard time with it, though. There we go, crosses up on Reese. Reese trying to anti-air, not going to happen if you get crossed up, though, kid. I didn't think so. In heat right now, so Miyako can kind of take a hit, but luckily ends up landing a hit, so he doesn't need to use that meter to, like, burst anyone off. He can just use it for more damage. Throws Reese in the corner, but unfortunately drops the link to get the combo, so he's going to go and start some stagger pressure. See what happens. Rebeat's here. Both characters trade. Throw break coming out of Oytsu right here. Reese now having Oytsu in the corner. Oytsu goes for a shield, ends up missing it. Reese has her work cut out for her. She's got to do another 50% of Miyako's health, and meanwhile, just one throw is going to finish her. And speak of the devil, there it is. Milky Power gets scooped into the corner by K-Pop. And that is going to be the end of the round for Milky Power. Immediately, though, Milky Power does have a lot of meter, though, so especially if she gets hurt early, yeah, there we go. HP regeneration is probably going to come into play at some point. That was a good 25% damage, but when you take in the amount of HP that... Oh, no, not going to get any HP back. Using it for a burst instead, so Reese truly does have a very, very low amount of health right here. And K-Pop losing almost none, going into heat right here, so he's going to get full health back. This might actually end up being a perfect, despite the fact that he had to get red health back. An unofficial perfect, but no, gets scooped into the corner by Reese. Breaks the second throw, though, hits the extended hurt box, and really, really, really commanding... commanding lead coming out of K-Pop in that last round. Both round 1 and 2, he just had full control of the map. Like, both were short rounds. Reese couldn't really do anything. And even when we got to a point where we thought, he's doing a lot of damage, but he's not going to get as much damage as we think because health regeneration is going to come into play. Reese ended up needing to burst, and K-Pop was able to capitalize on that and really carry the momentum to finish her off. Again, right here, K-Pop getting an anti-air on Reese, funny enough, at the start of the round, and already bring her into the corner, going into heat, converting that into damage, 4.6k, and we're going to get a mix right here. That left-right mix catches Reese every time. It seems like Milky's not quite familiar with that, knowledge check, and she gets hit with the left-right almost every single time K-Pop has done it. I think every time K-Pop has done it, she has gotten hit. Another perfect coming out of K-Pop. That's like, what, almost 3 perfects in a row right here. Outside of the scoop that happened last round, K-Pop has been, like, having these really, really commanding leads. Only one more game, or one more, round will finish us off in K-Pop's favor. Milky, though, coming out, getting aggressive from the start, putting K-Pop in the corner, not going to go down that easy. Doing some staggered pressure right here. 267 meters, so she can convert into something high damage if she wants to, and if she gets enough high damage converts off the amount of meters she has, Miyako might not have a chance to go into heat to get a lot of this health back. Reese with the big health advantage is playing really passively, trying to protect this space. There we go. Good price protection right there, but no confirm out of combo, giving Oytsu another opening eventually at some point. Oytsu jumping and swinging at these extended hurt box, not quite able to get them. Reese getting a little aggressive, but both players jumping up at each other, trying to find the right spacing, and Oytsu ends up finding his spacing just a little bit better than Reese does. Hits he there? Whoa! Did you see how cheap that was? He was on the left side, he like teleported on the right side right when it started up, right when the move was me. That was insane. What a cheap move. Oytsu over here trying to be a villain using his like forbidden tech. The unblockable mix-ups coming out, and ends up checking Reese's dash up, bringing her over to the corner with a big kick, and now he's got heat right here, so you're really not going to punch him for anything. Goes in for another big kick, ends up getting shielded, and Reese waiting for the full recovery of that to get a full grounded punish rather than just a silly little shield counter punish. With 200 meter right here, but no, goes in for a charge overhead, and Oytsu gives him plenty of time to shield it. Oytsu about to pressure right here, but no, Reese waking up with mash. Both characters trading, both characters dash into each other, another trade, but no combo. There we go. Oh man, it sucks that I had to... I was talking too much, so I didn't have enough breath to finish my sentence. But that would have been a pretty sweet time to play up what just happened, right? Unfortunately, though, it didn't happen, so I have to downplay it a little bit. Looks like Milky Power just DP'd in between a gap and ended up catching Oytsu out in the very end. And Oytsu right here with the health disadvantage ends up finding a way to slide in, but not able to get the whip punish on those double kicks coming out of Miyako. Counter hits with a frame trap, Reese putting her back down into the corner. Not going to have enough meter to go into heat to do the mix-up he wants to, but the next hit confirmed if he does land, can do it. There we go, Reese waking up, mashing, actually does get something out of it, putting Miyako all the way in the corner. This is like watching two Arcwood players play. There's no fucking, like, mid-screen when someone hits each other. It's just back, both characters, like, someone gets hit, it just takes them all the way to the other corner. Here we go, though, back in the mid-screen, the neutral. Both characters hit each other, and Oytsu about to go into heat right here. No, fucking Milky Power. I almost said Aika because you called Aika out earlier, Hawk, you fucking idiot. Milky Power.
It's your fucking fault.
Yeah, Milky Power, getting heated out by Oytsu, and that's going to give Oytsu enough space to kind of try to tempt back with this game. Milky Power, is she going to FRC something into health? No, not going to FRC anything. 100 meter, no HP or burst is going to be coming back for Milky Power in this round. And she is going to be dashing and resetting. Oytsu playing very, very, very carefully because the next hit is going to kill him. 20 seconds. He does have time to be patient, especially when he only needs one more hit. Here we go, starting the pressure. Gonna get him with the staggered hit, but it's not going to be enough to kill. The next hit's going to be enough to kill, so Oytsu is going to have to land something pretty tricky here on Wake Up. 10 seconds left in the match. It's going to come down to a big scramble here. Oytsu goes in for a punch, and no! The extended hurt box gets hit by Reese, and she goes in for a DP, but no, the DP comes out and it's gonna get shielded by Oytsu. Oytsu's gonna come out on top and win it!
Oh man. Oh, the choke. Oh.
That was almost, it was so close. When she came in and hit Oytsu in the head, when she wasn't able to confirm it, I thought to myself, oh, this is in the bag. But then when she saw that she didn't have the combo, she went for the EX move. And Oytsu, always poised to punish something, sees the super flash, and he goes, yeah, alright, nice try, kid. And that's a shield. You're out of here. Close games, very close games.
Yeah, really fucking close games.
Oytsu comes out on top.
Man, 16 years of experience. Hard to compete with.
here we go. Yep. That's our fucking winners today. Let's see. Yep. Oytsu on first place, Milky Power on a second, and Blob on the third place.
I mean, you gotta ask.
Finish my snack. Good tournament, good tournament. I like watching Oytsu play. He's a good player. I don't like watching Milky play because I think her character's boring and stupid. Reese's personality? I mean, I guess she's just like what, like big cello lady or something? Is it a cello or I
Big
mean,
cello
besides the
lady?
bass, but I think some people call it cello.
Oh yeah, and isn't she like the head teacher of that girls' school in Karano Kyokai? Was it which one was it?
Oh.
Well, that's what she.
Oh, is Mateo like the Melty Blood lore expert? Well, that's pretty rad, dude.
Yeah, but I know a bit about the lore. I think that she's loosely based off that character in Karano Kyokai in that school movie. I don't remember which movie that was though. I have a feeling it's 6 or 4.
At the end, cool. Like gaming followers. Anyway, that was whole tournament. The next one
Will be in a month.
Not in the month, I think.
What?
I will decide when it's gonna be, but not for sure in a week or 2. It's gonna be 3 to 4 weeks. If I decide. If no, it's gonna be next month. Anyway, I'm fucking big brain, because it was first tournament of the summer, guys. Enjoy your fucking summer.
Mm-hmm.
Hot games for the hot time in your fucking year.
I wonder if Milsix is going to be doing his Blitz comp tourney soon. I need another Blitz comp tourney to play in.
Do you wanna play a Blitzkampf?
Not right
Anyway, go on
Right now,
Steam,
I would
buy
play it
Project
on my
Michael, because I need a fucking people to play PvP, motherfuckers. I need my fucking PvP people. Anyway, it was fucking great, man. I always love doing those tournaments, especially when Oytsu joins. Oytsu is like, he plays.
Maybe. Maybe. Well,
There's
I
always
mean,
Koval.
Aika's really, really, really good, but there are players that have been around longer than Aika. I think Multi, Sanos, Oytsu, Ofan. And it doesn't matter. Multi could beat your ass, dude.
Damn, you hear that?
I mean, no, Aika is one of the best players in Europe. You're right. I'm not saying Aika is bad. He is one of the best players.
He's probably he's probably like the top 2 inactive players at the moment. No, it's fine. I think.
Is it died on stream? No.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's okay. It shows me that it's okay. Yeah, I'm sure it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Koval is trolling me again. Motherfucker.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked, man. The fuck, bro. Yo, Gibbons, when you gonna play?
When am I gonna play what?
On tournament, man. You're gonna play next tournament, and I'm gonna play.
I keep us confident. I don't play in tournaments that I commentate.
I see. No. I'm gonna take a. I don't know who. I feel like 4 other people ask me like, "Hey, Haku, can I join your tournament?"
Yeah, I mean, if other people want to commentate, you should let them. I don't join tournaments that I do commentary for. Yeah, if you want to, go fucking ham. I don't care.
Yeah, the fucking commentators booth's gonna get hot and steamy in here. Just just everyone mashed in.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna kick Alex and I'm gonna take Eos, and Eos gonna be with Gibbons. They're gonna shit at each other. That's like...
Me and Elios get along. We aren't gonna shit talk each other. We'll make fun of Sailor Moon-esque like Uranus players.
Oh, damn.
Elios will get the other Italian guy in.
That could be fun, actually. I wonder if Elios would like to join.
No. I think he's only... I think he talks like a tiny bit in Red Chord, but even then, it's not that much. Yeah, he is a modern though. But I still think he doesn't really talk in there anymore. Goddamn role players.
You should just play King of Fighters with me instead.
Actually, no, it's probably not because of him playing fucking Raw. I think it's because of his Italian internet.
Does it really works half of the time? I mean, whatever. It's end of the stream anyway. Anyway, I was fucking host. Gibbons was the commentary. Alex was the Chinese guy that come in and have fun with us. I wanna thank you, Alex, for always going full on fucking sponsoring the tournament and recommending it to everyone. Gibbons for
shoving it down everyone's throats.
Yes, exactly. Gibbons for the godlike commentary, man. If it wasn't you, I'm sure everything would be going wrong. Because you do a godlike commentary always.
I appreciate that, but no, I'm sure other people. If other people want to do it, you should give them a chance to do it too.
Sure. I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll think about it. I play King of Fighters and a Akatsuki.
And you're scared of the British men?
Yeah, I'm
the
not a
big
Milky player anymore.
British
I
man?
play KOF and APK.
Yeah, 2K's British. Damn! As soon as he hears the word British, he's gone.
Yeah, man. Aggressive promotion of Alex with guns. Anyway, that was whole stream. See ya guys in the next tournament. Bye.